for a game against the Cavs. LeBron returned to where his NBA career started for what could be the final time in his NBA career. So LeBron was emotional as he sat on the bench watching the Cavs tribute video in the first quarter, showed highlights of his legendary Game 5 performance of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons. 22-year-old James scored 48 points, including 25 straight to finish the game to give the Cavs the double overtime win.
Out of that.
Had the nice box of tissues, looked like the hotel tissues that you might get staying at a Ritz-Carlton or comparable level hotel.
Man, that crying shit is funny.
Some of you
that crying, man, come on. Yo, why you don't use the
keep this thing moving.
I hate I thought that was a way better clip. I hate that fucking podcast. Do you like him? Do you know him?
No.
He's fucking flat. Do you ever watch Gil's Arena?
I don't watch it. I see clips every once in a while.
What about this one?
Thursday of September. The Packers led by Lil Wayne. Thursday of September. The Packers led by Lil Wayne take the field for the second time in a short.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
I don't remember that.
He's turned.
I don't remember. Pipsqueak pipe down.
He is so small.
That is funny, bro. That is funny. God. What else is funny?
And show Kendrick's dad.
We were on sides with that Shaq and Kobe thing. Like, there were not a lot of people on the you got to see it from both ways. It's either you were with Shaq or you were with Kobe. And to be honest, man, it was really hard to be with Kobe, at least for the early portions of it, because Shaq was so much better than everybody else was. Then gradually Kobe got there, but a lot of us were slow to recognize it because we still had the best of Shaq in our minds. But in the end, Shaq left the Lakers, and then the Lakers missed the playoffs. And then Kobe's out here with these guys, but they're not really good, and the performance is not really there. It also seemed as if Kobe had run Phil Jackson off, right? That was the way that we were looking at this. And so Kobe was not being treated like a three-time champion.
At all.
Typically is being treated. Between that and what happened in Colorado, his Q rating was down, down, down. And then he reminded us that we were in it for the basketball, and he put up 81 points in the game.
And that's fact.
But why Jones unblocked me then?
I was going to say, this is a guy that blocked you. It's literally a guy that blocked you. All right.
KG said something. I see him say like Brown the All-Star game up.
With the Kobe Brown one-on-one where he smacked the floor.
He's only saying that because at that moment of what we know and how we looked at the All-Star game was like the stars rise to the occasion. And this is all stars, but now you have the star of the stars that's rising to the occasion, that we just know that this is what everybody wants. We have to give this to them. My first All-Star game experience was 03-04 as a rookie. So it was a rookie All-Star game, right? And we played against the sophomore. I think at the time it was like Amari Stoudemire, Boozer. We playing against those guys as rookies. So we thinking that we the hot, rookies. We got the first game. As you go through the weekend, you realize the energy gets different on Saturday for Saturday activities. Then Sunday coming, it's a whole nother energy that you can't even fathom. You seeing getting ready, you in the locker rooms, you seeing the All-Star jerseys, how serious they taking it. Now everybody in cahoots because it's almost like a wrestling match. It's like, all right, look, first 3 quarters.
Let me get my shit off.
Everybody on the same everybody on the same page though. First 3 quarters.
Let's put on the show.
Let's go have some fun. Fourth quarter come. We all agree that we get into it. That's what we came up underneath. That's the information that was passed down to us. So when he didn't do that, people started looking at it like, oh, like, I bet. We going to do it our way at this point. Oh, Bron the All-Star game up. Oh, Bron the dunk contest up because Bron ain't never been in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Bron the three-point contest up. He going to get blamed for every single thing. But that was a pivotal moment for him to keep that energy going in the All-Star game, especially when it's challenged like that. It's challenge. It's a fun challenge though, because we all know that he want this moment.
You said the word right
there. And we all know that we want you to have this moment with him. We want you to have this moment. This is why I say that y'all, we all rising to the occasion, but now this is what we all want to see here. Like, go ahead. If it was somebody else, nobody would be saying anything about it.
That's right. right. What do you say to that, Hunter?
And he passed the ball.
Huh?
And he passed the ball.
Who did?
LeBron.
Oh yeah, and people don't want to talk about it.
Nope.
You don't ever want to talk about it, and I love that Carmelo brought it up. And did you see? I know you haven't. You ain't been paying attention. You ain't seen his little tour in Cleveland or whatever. Return to Cleveland.
Yeah, I did.
And it was horrible.
It was horrible.
Another flop. Another flop. He said he passed it quick as fuck, but yeah. And like him, did you see him fake crying on the sideline with the tissues next to him?
No, I didn't see that.
It's horrible. It's just horrible. I talked to my dad. Listen, I talked to my dad yesterday. A long time LeBron. He loves LeBron. And he always used to pick on me. LeBron's better than Kobe. LeBron's better than Mike. But slowly the last few years, man, my dad's been coming around. He called me yesterday and he was talking shit about LeBron, man. I don't usually never hear my dad talking shit about LeBron, but he sees the writing on the wall too. He's like, man, he's going to ruin his legacy. I was just like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you he was going to do. Literally, we knew, bro, me and you knew exactly how this was going to end. Exactly how it was going to end.
I've seen a lot of LeBron fans. I've seen a lot of LeBron fans come around saying
He's a clown.
He's horrible now. Like he is literally tarnishing his legacy.
Yeah. I mean,
good. I'm glad. I would say it's sad for everybody else, but with him, I'm glad.
You really hate to see it. You said
not with him. Like I said, with any other legend, I would. Any other legend, I would say like I would be sad, but no, it's what he deserves.
It is. I mean, in ways, it definitely is. Where is? Oh, they trying to hate. Well, while we wait, let me put you on record. I know you haven't recorded your official review for this movie, but what do you think about Bone Temple?
I thought it was really good. I really think that so I mean, like you, we watched that movie before the 28 Days Later that came out last year. So we watched the second one before the first. But I came home and watched the first one. And I really like this franchise a lot.
Damn, I can't find this picture.
But it really gave me like Clockwork Orange vibes, like a newer version of Clockwork Orange vibe with the cult and the craziness.
You said Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
Okay.
With just how crazy Jimmy was and the cultness of it and the Satanist of it aspect of it. I didn't really get that feeling though, as far as like I did with Sinners.
Really? Damn.
No, I don't think it's gonna be like one of those.
Oh no, I didn't get that. That's not the feeling I got. But go ahead.
But I think it was a really great film.
Okay.
I think I gave it like an 8.5 out of 10. So I mean, that's still a super, super solid film. And as far as the whole franchise goes, I think that's one of the better franchises that we got of current day.
I would agree. I had to, because 28 Days Later came out in like 2000?
Last year.
No, the original.
Oh yeah, the early 2000s.
So like we kind of like when growing up, I had watched it before, but that's not a movie that as a kid, it's not like a Dawn of the Dead. It's not like a zombie movie where it's real digestible for a kid. You know what I'm saying? Or like, a teenager, really. I think the original one, it's like based off in like Britain or some shit, right? Or the UK.
Yeah, UK.
It's kind of like a different setting, But my whole point in saying that is I had to go back and rewatch that. Then the other one. And then now we get this second half of the trilogy, right? And the first one that you're referring to that you just recently watched, I just recently watched as well, and I like this franchise a lot. The camera work is good. Actors are taking it very serious, and that's one of the key indicators for me, and that's why we was pissed. Tell them why we was pissed at the Christopher Nolan trailer.
Travis Scott. People are mad about a lot of things with that movie, man. People are mad about the uniforms that
They gonna try to say he ain't. This is gonna be his version of when Joaquin Phoenix. I know that's an actor versus director, but when he did Napoleon, it got killed a little bit because the historical.
yeah, people are mad at that the uniforms are not how they was. Um, people are mad that the actress from Us, I can't pronounce her name, but the one who sent a blitz.
Yeah.
Um, she's in this movie in Odyssey, and she's playing some like princess or something, but like in the real Odyssey, she's Greek, so she's white. And
Okay.
so it's a black girl playing the white, which to me that don't move my needle really.
No. So we gotta be fair. We gotta be fair because we get mad, or at least my community has gotten mad for that on the inverse. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're seeing with that. So growing up, the black community used to get mad at super religious movies or like The Passion of the Christ because the reenactment or the adaptation would be with European people. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Right.
that was one of Michael Jackson's big issues with the whole entertainment industry. In fact, which is why he ended up doing Remember the Time video because he was really trying to make a film and he couldn't get directors to support that idea because he wanted to have black leading roles in those roles because we don't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Michael ended up doing it through
Eddie fucking Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yeah, Charles Barkley,
Charles fucking Barkley? Really?
Magic Johnson, really. But yeah, so I wasn't that a big deal with the mermaid thing, right? The Little Mermaid, just a few years ago.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I
But
just I
people
don't
argue
know.
about what race should mermaid be because because that one ain't tied to no race. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was just kind of like a story that was made, not necessarily a factual
Right.
thing. Even though I don't think, I mean, is the Odyssey a fact? But it's a Greek thing.
Hell no. It's a hell no.
It's a
No.
story, just an super old story, right?
Yeah, but it's based in a time frame to where
Yeah,
it's
right. Exactly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I mean it didn't bother me personally. So I don't really care.
when he said Eddie was that nigga back then, and he's right.
He
Naomi
definitely
Campbell.
was. There's no doubt about it. He's the best comedian at that time easily, but I'm just saying. Um that don't bother me at all, and I know her performance is going to be great. So, but I know that people right now are on the down right now for this movie. Like
That's your overall point. Is that
I've been seeing this
the trailer didn't do it justice.
trailer's not done us justice. Everything that's been coming out about this movie, people are like, they're not happy with this.
Okay, I haven't seen that, but I can see that being the case because I know when the Travis Scott news came out, people was not happy at all in any matter of the circumstance. And
People are calling it Tenet 2. They're not happy with this film, and I think that
who's my guy, Christopher Nolan, bro.
I mean, one, it's not going to be a bad. I think it's impossible for him to make a bad movie.
Right.
I think that because it's going to be over 3 hours long. I think that it could be one of those movies. Possibly now, this isn't my prediction. Let me make that clear. But I think that to some people, it's gonna be hyped up. This is a hyped ass movie. We've been waiting for this movie for a while now.
Right.
So for someone to get that ass in the seats for a hyped ass movie to watch a 3 hour movie, it has to be an elite movie, right?
Yeah,
Like you can't
that's
like
true.
Oppenheimer.
That's true.
Like Oppenheimer was a 3 hour movie, but when we left that movie, it was like that was a good fucking movie. If that movie would have been mid, it's like you can't have exactly. You can't have a mid 3 hour movie because it's 3 hour movie, dog. Like it's 3 hours fucking movie. So, I think it's still. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt. I think the story of Odyssey, has lasted through hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And we have the director of our fucking generation doing it. So I think it's gonna be one of those movies. But he lost me to Travis Scott. I'm hoping that Travis Scott, that's only a cameo.
It
And
better.
people did forget that. Have you seen Dunkirk?
Yes.
Did you like Dunkirk?
I told you it was you because that's your movie. I got to rewatch it because I don't think and I really did watch it, but because there's like a you I might
You have to watch it because I watched it and I didn't really understand it. Then I watched a breakdown on it, and you have to watch it understanding the breakdown because it's a time thing. Because it's Dunkirk's told in 3 different separate stories, but it's told in 3 different stories. One story is like 10 minutes, one story is an hour, and one story is a complete day, but it's all happening at the same exact time.
I see.
So it's a once you know that context, you're like, oh shit, this is crazy. But if you're just watching it regular, you don't really understand that.
Right.
So, but I say that to say Harry Styles is the main character in that, and Harry Styles has a good does good in that,
But
and
I'll let you finish.
and that's his first acting performance. And people was referenced that with Travis Scott, and like it was like, well, when we saw Harry Styles with Dunkirk, everybody was mad, and it's like, yeah, but like I already don't like Travis Scott, so like that's my thing. I'm already not fond of Travis Scott.
But now that you mention that, I can see both of them are good examples of parallels of each other in their spaces because I can see both of them being an actor. Travis Scott could be an actor. I mean, he really is an actor. You know what I'm saying? Like he does the overproduction. I mean, even his performances and stuff. I could see that. But I mean, just coming off the wrist with a big role. I mean, like to me, you want to see it to where they're more eased into it, where they're taking it more serious. Like T.I., for instance, a few years ago, he was trying to do stand-up comedian, but
that was horrible.
It was horrible. It was horrible. But he said he wanted to do the groundwork and do, clubs, regular, so you rather see Travis Scott do the actual work.
Yeah.
And before getting on something like the Odyssey. I don't like shit like that. That's when it's like, all right.
Right.
At least Pac and Ice Cube and LL Cool J, they really started from the ground. They did,
they did low budget ass movies and worked their way up.
Yeah.
I think we all have high expectations, even with I think Travis Scott's not going to be a main character. That was more of a kind of like a
little get y'all in the seat for his, it was a misstep from them, but
and we'll be there opening night, so that's just what that'll be, or opening weekend. Now that movie you have on the screen right there, that right there is a good ass movie. That movie right there is. You asked me at the end of the year my top 5 movies, and I had not seen Marty Supreme yet. And I went the week after, and he should win Oscar for best performance.
Okay.
Timothy Chalamet is my favorite Jew, so that's just that's just what that is. He's my that's just what that is nowadays. He's the new me and Khalil's been calling him for a while now, but like he's the new Leo of our age. He sent a blitz. That movie is great, bruh. Like. I mean, it's really just one of those, man. I can't. Tyler, the creator, he just had like a, he was probably at total screen time maybe 10 minutes, but like, was solid. Like it wasn't like great or nothing, but like was good. And like, I can see Tyler entering this,
for sure,
entering this field, which we all could see. Tyler's, we can see in his music videos and his, he's an artsy guy like that. Yeah.
From Loiter Squad on, he's been in that.
Yeah, exactly. He's already had TV shows and all this shit. Yeah. But man, this movie, bruh, the shots. This movie right here is head for head with. I think this movie was better than. I don't know, bruh. I think I would edge this movie in probably over One Battle for Another, and it'd probably squeak in right there with Sinners to me. This movie would be like a coin toss on.
Is it kind of like the speed of like a Wolf of Wall Street from that year? Is it kind of like that fun, exhilarating movie that pops in?
kind of, so it's a ping pong movie, and it's like when you say that, it's like what do you mean it's a ping pong movie? Like, so like the actual ping pong sequences of the movie are actually like super good, which is like, actually like the shots of them.
Right.
But like throughout the entire movie, it's just crazy shit is happening about his life. Just nonstop crazy shit is happening, and his performance is just great. Like, I don't want to give nothing away because spoilers and like that, but it's just a great film, bruh. And
I can't wait because I already know.
yeah, it's just Timothy Chalamet really is that guy. I
Did you already
really rock
review
with,
this
bro.
on your page?
No, I haven't. I've been mean to, but I'm gonna do all my reviews on Monday.
Don't
And I
give
gave
me-
us a 9.5.
Damn, don't
So
give no score. Don't give those score. Damn.
yeah, I mean, I already did, but I gave us a 9.5. And I just went and watched my Sinners review, and I gave that a 9 open.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, I thought I gave that a 9.5. I just really, when you sent me that Facebook thing today, I'm like, let me go rewatch my. I went and rewatched some of my old reviews. I'm like, let me go see what I said about Sinners. And I was like, damn, I only gave it a 9. And I even said, on second watch, I gave this a 9 out of 10, but this definitely has room to grow to a 9.5, maybe a 10,
Right.
which it does. I mean, and I still haven't seen Sinners again. But it's still, I don't even need to because,
You've seen it twice, right?
nah, I've seen it one time.
I thought
I still, but even still, like, I seen Sinners in April. It's been almost a year now, and like that movie has stuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that tells me all I need to know.
Right.
And yeah, I would probably revise that to a 9.5. But
It
yeah,
needed
man.
that time. Yeah, it needed that time for you
Yeah, exactly. To grow on me and to like
for you to prove it to prove itself. Like you said, if it stuck with you still, and it's going on 9 months late, it really feels like a lifetime ago. When I be saying that, like it ain't even been a year since Sinners come out, I'll be like, that almost feels like forever ago to me. Does it not?
Yeah. To me, is Sinners, and here's another thing for me, is it's kind of like a cheat code. Sinners will always coincide with my son's birth.
Okay.
Sinners came out the day before my son was born, and we were supposed to go. Me and you, we was waiting for this movie to come out, and I couldn't go. We were supposed to go opening weekend, but I couldn't go because we got induced.
Yeah.
So it's always going to remind myself of that came out when my son was born. So
that was the movie in the zeitgeist right then.
That was the movie, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I already know. I'm looking forward for Marty Supreme and before we switch off this, who do you think takes it home, like the big award?
I think that Marty takes home the actor. I think Sinners takes home the film.
Okay.
I think, yeah, and I think that's who should. I mean, Michael B. Jordan. I still think that he had a great performance, no doubt, but he did not do what Timothy just did, bro. He just didn't. Timothy just carried that movie, and because that's the thing, bro. Like Sinners was a great film, but like, do you believe that they could have put another actor in, but instead replaced Michael B. Jordan, and that film would have been great?
Like better or still great?
Just great.
What about Jonathan Majors?
Sure, Jonathan Majors. I'm saying I think that Michael B. Jordan could have been replaced in that movie, and that Sinners would have been a great film.
Oh, completely, or just not him playing himself twice?
I'm saying that completely. If you would have replaced Michael B. Jordan with another actor, another good actor, I'm not saying just another bullshit actor, another A-list actor, like another good actor, that movie would have been a great actor. I think that that twin aspect was gold. I gave him a lot of that credit off the rip. I said that was super hard to do and gave Michael B. Jordan a lot of that credit. Yeah. But Marty Supreme or Timothy Chalamet carried a ping pong movie and made it great just off his performance. Right. Like you just have to when you watch the movie, you understand it was his charisma about just his charisma in the film and the character he plays. You're like, bruh, you fuck with his character like super hard. He has swag.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, he's like a Leo type, bro. I'm telling you, he's literally like a Leo type, man.
I see what you're doing with your new favorite Jew. I see.
He's a young Leo type.
I see the vision. Sonny said, "Nah, it was the twin aspect." And yeah, I mean,
I agree.
That's good. I mean, I think movies is in a good spot when we're having this discussion here. And there's other. Did you ever say that you ended up seeing Bugonia?
No, I haven't seen that, but I told you, I'm gonna watch all those movies before.
Yeah, because Lane, I don't know if you're in here, but yeah, Lane had told me about that first. And
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while now because it
Okay.
has my guy Jesse Plemons in it, and I love Jesse Plemons. I actually just told B Mitch to watch it a month ago, and he watched it. And he said he liked it, and it's just been on my list. I haven't got to it yet, but I've heard it's super good, and B Mitch fucked with it, so I'm gonna watch it. It has Jesse Plemons, and it has the actress who she's nominated for an Oscar, and her that's fucking she's the bald bitch. You know exactly what it is. I can't think of her name right now. She plays in Easy A.
She plays from what?
She plays in that old movie Easy A.
Uh,
Fuck, bro, what's her name?
I don't know, but I got something for you for sure. But I mean, yeah, I think I never even. Hey, everybody should go out. Well, fans of 28 Days Later and that whole franchise, or if you like zombie movies, you can catch up on the other movies and go watch this. But Bone Tempo is really, really good. Just to double back. I mean, I really liked it. This is just my first reaction from it, as far as I've only seen it once, but I want to see it. Like I've been wanting to see it. Like he said about Sinners, it's although Sinners is a long time away. You said you really can't get it. Not
she was in Superbad. Yep.
She was in Superbad.
Yep.
A white girl or black girl? I'm thinking
white girl. Bro, what's her name? Brown Rusher. Yeah, it's the girl who they were trying to fuck and got the liquor for. I can't think of her name. She's the big actress, bro.
You say yeah, she was in Superbad. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Man, it's a good year for movies this year, bro. Like especially to start the year off with Bone Temple, and we're about to get a lot of classics this year.
Yep. I mean, supposedly
classics, and I'm thinking that we're gonna get a few.
Okay, you Odyssey. I'm not sold on Disclosure, y'all.
That's cool, but even without Disclosure, you got the Odyssey. Project Hail Mary is gonna be huge. It's gonna be good.
I'm not sold on that either. I like the idea, but I'm not sold on the movie.
What else comes out? You got Dune 3 comes out. That's at the end of the year. That's going to be. I said at the on my Dune 2 review. On Dune 2 came out at the beginning of 2024. Me and Chloe went and seen it. And at the end of my review, I remember saying that Dune 3 has the possibility to be the best movie of all time.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know. He said, don't forget about that monkey movie. That monkey
Primate was cool. Primate was cool. Ben got on bullshit. But it's just what you think it is. It's just a monkey fucking on rabies killing people. It's nothing fucking crazy at all. Yeah. But Dune 3, bro, how they're setting this up of him being the Mahdi and how it can end and how they can do this. I'm telling you, man, this movie can be peak movie shit. And guess who's in that? Old Timmy boy. Like
getting all the placements.
Getting all the placements.
Getting all the placements. I see the vision. What do you guys say about this?
Bruh.
Be present in spring. Officials are preparing for the potential of ICE agents to be present in Springfield. Advocates for the Haitian community say there is fear among ICE's response amid recent events in Minnesota. State and local officials have been in contact with federal immigration officials, but say there hasn't been any guidance on what the city's responsibilities are or details about how and when enforcement could be carried out. Governor Mike DeWine saying earlier today there's no indication to his office that ICE agents will be present in Springfield. The governor denouncing the potential deportation of Haitian immigrants, saying it's not ethical amid the current status of their country.
I have no idea whether ICE is going to come into Springfield, Ohio or not. if they come, we will have the Ohio State Highway Patrol to back up the Springfield Police Department, to back up the Clark County Sheriff's Office.
Officials are preparing for the potential of ICE agents to Springfield.
So you want jokes or you want serious?
You better be careful with jokes. Shit. You better be careful with jokes. This is local politics now.
Man, I mean, I'll keep the jokes light. Sonny, you better keep that documentation on you, man.
Real shit, that's who really better be concerned.
Nah, we was talking about in our group chat. Really fucked up for the kids. Really, like that's really fucked up when you see stories of even my fiance, she just said she works at a daycare and she was just saying that like they have rules of if ICE does come, like to lock the doors and don't let them in.
Oh, don't say that.
I mean, why? It don't matter. They don't know where she works or anything. And even stuff like her niece, who is obviously legal, but her last name is De La Cruz, and she was just her sister sending her with her birth certificate every day to school just in case type shit, just because like she has a not American per se last name.
Right.
So I mean, stuff like that is crazy. You hear about the stories of like the 5-year-old getting took and stuff like that, and
separated from his mom.
Yeah, and it's like that. I mean, that's sad under any circumstances. And I mean,
what's the big deep breath? What's the big deep
breath? Because it's just, I mean, it's really hard because it's really a hard thing to do. Because should ICE be coming in here doing this? Like, no, like that's the answer, right?
Yes.
But like, what, like, so to play devil's advocate, what would you do? What would you do if you're a president and you give, you give the illegal, if you give the illegal immigrants that came over here and you give them a date and you say, hey, we want you going by this certain date, and then you extend it, and then that date comes. Well, like that's the thing. Like that's the thing to where it's like, no, obviously you don't want to have like crazy ICE people come over here and like pull people out of their homes and like forcefully, like that's OD as hell, right? But like, it's just a fucked up. It's really just a fucked up situation. The whole illegal immigrants thing's a fucked up situation.
Yeah, and this is a good conversation to have about this, because it kind of gets into the whole idea of the temporary status, permanent status. It gets into the idea of America's immigration policy in the first place. And the thing, to answer your question now, because you said from the president's perspective, I posed this question earlier to Lane too. I said the same thing. I'm like, we got to understand that half of the country, or majority of the country, I wouldn't say majority, but when we voted for Donald Trump, not we as in me, but I mean collectively the American people, this is what they voted for. This is what he ran on.
Is to get these people out.
Yeah, this is what he ran on.
Right.
So to your point, if you're him, you did extend it back in September. I think you extended it back in September, and then now here we are, and the time is up. So what are you to do is the question that some people will pose. We got a question here first. No joke. I deal with immigration and ICE shit every day. People come into my office crying. The fee to even fight it is $10K off rip, in which you win, you get back, but still, this shit is fucked. So that's really interesting information. But let me leave that up there. It's a good question to pose. And then, like you said, then we get into the way he's going about enforcing his rules. That's where Trump always trips himself up, right?
Always.
The way he enforces his rules, right?
OD.
And you get the situation in Minnesota. You get the situation And I seen somebody talking about they wouldn't try this shit in LA. Do y'all just forget that they started this shit?
I was just about to say, what are you talking about? He just sent the motherfucking National Guard to know.
It started in LA.
Yeah.
Burning Waymos just a few months ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the time that we live in is so crazy. I guess it's just so sped up. People really be forgetting shit.
And let me say, that Minnesota shit, I've really been tapped out of that. Like I've been seeing it and purposely kind of ignoring it for real. So like I'm not really fully versed. I know there's been shit going on in Minnesota, but I have not been tapped in how I probably should be.
Right.
I really been ignoring it for real. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's been because I've been exhausted. I don't know if it's been what, but like
Classic quote, we say.
Yeah, well, Tupac said it. So go listen to Pimp a Butterfly. But
no, I was thinking of another one. I'm a dad now.
Oh yeah, that's really the one. But yeah, I mean, what I do speak on, I really don't have all of the all the context,
right? All the factual information,
all the factual stuff. And I think we all agree that it really is a fucked situation. Like, there's no really right answer. But like I said, I think it is like you said, if you're the president and like you run on like, well, we're getting these fuckers out of here. And I say it's a date, and then we extend that date, and then the date's here. It's like, what?
I think you're right, but I want to tap into one of the things you said, because this is where I was trying to go with this. You said, it's a fucked up situation. There's really no right answer. And my question for that is always like, what do people think God would think of the matter? And that there's a fraction of the country that thinks like that. There's the evangelical Christian. There's people like online that you'll see in discourse always bring up faith or who's morally right and who's morally right. But in this equation, I don't think people really realize the whole immigration thing with the Haiti thing and when they was brought here, why they was brought here, the earthquake in 2010 that happened, and their situation in their country. So that country got destabilized, and we, allowed them into the country. Now, has it been weaponized against the American people? Yes. Did they use it over the last 2 elections? Yes. Have they been trying to rig elections due to the immigration policy? Yes. All of that is true. However, we have to keep in mind the visas and the immigration policy. People can flee to America seeking asylum. So that's basically what Assad Shakur did from us to Cuba. That's one individual proven to another government that they're fleeing to, like, hey, please take me in because this other fucking tyrannical government's trying to kill me. So that's one way to look at it. The other way is like mass immigration. Your immigration policy is you can be there due to hurricanes or any type of situation like that. Right. So the question that America has to ask is Haiti capable of sustaining, I can't remember the number. We're talking of millions, and can they sustain those people back? And then also really, if that doesn't really do it for anybody, which it may not, you got to look at it from the actual immigrants' perspective. Are they in danger in returning to Haiti? And if that is still the truth, then, people think morally you should extend their TPS. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If
yeah.
you're not sending them back to a safe environment, you're violating that law that says that people can flee to America from those situations.
Right. If you're sending them back just to fucking starve or just to die, then it's like, what's the point? You're right. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. And I mean, it's the ignorant people who say, well, just send them back. Like, they'll be fine. It's just like, well, you don't even know what the fuck's going on anyway. So, I mean.
And I get it. That's the America First people.
That's the America First people. And, I'm not going to say like they're totally wrong. I think that they should learn more about certain situations.
Right.
And educate themselves first before they just have that opinion. But I don't think it's necessarily wrong to to think first about your country or about yours. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you should. That's how most people. That's how probably every country thinks. That's how Russia thinks and China and everybody else. And matter of fact, in a lot of regards, America should be thinking that. Just that China buying up all of our fucking land and all that shit. They should be thinking America first in that regard. Right. God damn it. Right. But
those instances.
Yeah. So Man, I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I do.
expound on your idea because I know where you're going. Like, do you think that we're just so? And when I say we're, I'm meaning the Americans that have automatic citizenship here. We were born and raised here. Do you think that we're too much in a fucked up situation to be accepted? Like, where's your thought process on that whole idea of the TPS and that idea? You know, are you one of those people that think, okay, maybe we need to relook at that because maybe it should be America first and we should only be concerned with America?
No. I mean if we did that, then we're not America, right? Like that America built that's the entire thing of America is the land of the free. So if we're that, then you know what I mean? You can't have your cake and eat it too and say, well,
Yep.
so I mean, if that for them America first people and they only think of that, well, they need to read the goddamn Constitution because that's not the thing. But hold on, let me see what
It's
changes.
literally a country of immigrants.
Exactly, boom. It's a country of immigrants. We're all immigrants from somewhere. You know, my great grand people came from Ireland. So I mean, and was immigrants from the potato rush and shit. So, yeah, I mean, and at some point in time, people could have told my people go the fuck back home when there was the war in Ireland, and they did, and they did.
This is not new.
And it wasn't, and I'm sure my great grandparents was probably like dope. I don't like we can't like you know what I mean. They probably didn't feel raw that they weren't welcome here. So, I think that the problem here is, and you just touched on it, is at the end of the day, politics, because that's what happened. Like these Haitian people, they didn't like they're not the problem.
They got used.
They're the victims.
Yeah.
They're like they got used and played for these politic games, and now they're stuck in the middle of it.
And
they lost, and their party lost.
Dangerous situation.
And their party lost, and and they're getting sent the fuck back home, and it's fucked up. It's really, I mean, it really is, man. It's messed up.
Let's read this Shane comment. He said, "I don't even think people in Springfield understand what ICE in your city prevalent on every corner looks like. There are literal checkpoints here and people putting out messages on IG every day saying like, hey, ICE is on the corner of so-and-so today, be on the lookout." Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. And when you're talking about a city like Springfield, you can't breathe without that rumor spreading. You can't do any. We're all on top of each other. You know what I'm saying?
ICE on Selma.
Yeah, ICE is gonna be on Selma for sure. Yeah, I mean, it can do big damage in a small city like this. And I was talking to somebody previously about that. They were asking me like some of the protocols of like what should be advised of people in this situation. And you know, Springfield has talked about hosting a little. I shouldn't say little like that, like I'm just sunning them, but hosting a pep rally. No, I'm just playing. Hosting a rally or a protest. And you know, there was talks about economic, you know, blackouts on January 30th and those things, which, you know, that's all good talk. That's all good shit. I like to see, on one hand, I love to see people kind of giving their 2 cents in the situation or wanting to be involved in the situation or speaking out about the situation. Because on one hand, I'll be mad if people weren't speaking out. But on the other hand, I do think that people do need to educate themselves more. Not saying that either side is wrong in this scenario, but we gotta also be smart. Yes, we should protest, you know, the vile behavior of what ICE and stuff is doing. However, we should act into accordance of the law. You know, don't give these people. This is what I advise us do. Don't give these people a leg to stand on. And I'm not victim shaming. You know what they say when you're blaming the victim for committing a crime against them. I'm not doing that, but I'm just saying we don't need to put ourselves in harm's way as well. Where don't be encouraging people to go out and do something stupid and silly and give these people the license to do what they're itching to do in the first place.
Because they will.
Sonny dropping gems. He said they're gonna be on the south line and south end acting like Gestapo. Everybody keeps saying acting like Gestapo. Shit finna get bad. Watch. I mean, and you know, in Springfield, something can bubble up like that fast. And there's a few.
Springfield's a small. Cause the thing about Springfield is it's small enough, and Springfield got hit with them enough to where Springfield. It was like the anomaly of the election.
This is national news. Them coming
Yeah,
to Springfield is national news right now.
yeah, exactly. It was national news during the election because it was such a small city that got hit so hard. So like it, this could be the city to where it's small enough, but
It's time for me to go ahead and do my breakout. Have a breakout performance. It's showtime. They're here.
Yeah.
I've been telling people last year, y'all don't think y'all pissed Trump off? Y'all was wondering why we're getting surprise tornadoes and shit. We done pissed Trump off. We're literally on his shit list. Literally on his shit list. Springfield, Ohio. And he just said it.
With the cats and dogs.
I got y'all.
And he's sending them hard and strong.
Hard and strong. And this is after the Minneapolis situation where it's the biggest news story of all time,
Right.
And Renee Good and oh my God, so and Trump and them is kind of getting backed into a corner where they're losing this minute. They're getting kicked out of Minneapolis. Trump, ended up talking to Tim Walz and apologizing type shit. So Trump could be on a tear, is my point. He could be making an example out of the city.
Now, what's going to be messed up is when people who are not legal immigrants get yoked up.
Oh, this is where this is leading to.
Because for sure, because it's going to happen. There's going to be cases like that. And
that's a coming. That's a coming. So
you forgot your ID? Yikes! Well, come on with me. You don't got identification?
Do you got your passport?
No, no, Cal. All right, Kelly.
ID.
Yeah.
And stop parking lot pimping and all that.
Mini Mart.
I wonder why Mini Mart shut down. They seen the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Real talk.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're pulling up at Qualities and shit. That Qualities is done.
Yeah,
And it could get bad, man. It really. And
on a serious note, though, like you said, I'm sad for it all. It's all a mess, right? But you said at the top, the kids being involved.
That's the fucked up part.
That's where you've seen all the last couple of days. The parents raised so much hell the last couple of days. That noise got back up to Mike DeWine, and because at first they just announced we got news from that. We just started knowing that ICE was on their way. Then people locally started complaining, and it was the parents and the mothers. Shout out to the mothers and everybody complaining so much that question got back up to Mike DeWine. What are y'all going to do? Can they come into the school? Because they just said ICE was on the way. Nobody had no plan. Everybody was like, okay, what does that mean? Right. We see what's going on in Minnesota. We're like, what does that mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing with it's sad that because when you're a kid, you don't know what
you don't know.
You don't know nothing when you're second grade. Like you don't know what black and white. You don't know what that is unless you're taught it at that age. And seeing one of your best friends at second grade who's been here for 2 years get yoked up out to school and moved, that'll be you'd be crushed. And yeah, I mean, I grew up, my whole elementary school, I grew up with Somalians, and they was, even though Somalians they're getting crushed bad right now. They're
all of them out.
They're getting crushed right now, bad. But fuck, what was I saying?
Hey man, y'all remember I had a classic a few years ago. I dropped a classic, and it was me in a kitchen with 2 knives and my foot up in a karate stance.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, this is going to be me when Trump comes to put us on the boat. And what I'm trying to tell y'all is we're inching closer and closer to that step. You know what I'm saying? The reason why black people are locking arm in arms or in the arms about this, and all people are, but especially for our community, we higher up on the Constitution as citizens. That's something that's added. That's a little addition to the amendment to the Constitution.
Right.
This thing doesn't always have to be this way. And our people are seeing that soon, he's going after the Somalians, he's going after the Haitians, he's going after the Mexicans. But like, what makes you think that stops? If this is truly America first, and this is where we get into that discussion where I've been telling people that we have to recognize that we're seeing a rise of neo-Nazism and that that KKK shit. We're seeing it on both sides. Y'all, let's talk about it. People been seeing on the internet lately the new Black Panthers, right? Have you been seeing that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. It came out that these people really don't represent the Black Panthers had to make a statement, and say they really don't represent all this type of shit's going on. But we're seeing the rise of both of these extreme things in America, and this is where everybody's talking about the Civil War discourse, because like it just seems like we're heading in that direction. But yeah, man, it's really scary because we don't know where this stops. This can go on. This don't got to stop at natives and Haitians.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. When 1776, when the Constitution was written, y'all weren't in good graces.
No,
you know, yeah, it wasn't good for y'all. I don't think it will go there, but at the same time, I do agree that I would be worried, if I was a black man or a black woman, because people are racist, and when you're Haitian or Samoan or stuff like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if they don't know the difference when they look at you or a Haitian or a black or a Samoan, or they look at a black, they think it's all the same. You know what I mean? And that's scary. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. They don't know the nationality or the origin or nothing like that. They're just looking at black people, and that's exactly so.
Ethno state. That's called an ethno state.
Yeah.
People that doctrine of the KKK, like that thing, that idea, even Hitler's idea and stuff like that. But that idea, that's called the eugenics and all that superior race shit. When you get into that, and I know there's that on the black side too, you know what I'm saying? But when you get into that, that's where there's real fear when you're dealing with like a country and stuff like that, because that kind of idea is what led Hitler to rise.
For sure.
Just that idea of wanting to figure that out. And, we're seeing that on both sides, man. You got the Nick Fuentes's, them people, that whole movement is growing legs, and Charlie Kirk was the blood sacrifice for that movement. That was his movement. That was we was calling it the alt-right red pill. That's them, and we're seeing them on the rise. And now you got them teaming up with Nicki fucking Minaj. She's horrible.
Her arc is crazy.
I
couldn't have predicted her arc. I don't think no one could have predicted this. That Nicki Minaj would have been doing this, bro. Like, what? Shane said, damn, that's almost like some people. I know, just clap for Mexicans. Well, too bad.
Real shit. Real shit. But, okay, he said something else. Like, my husband is legal, just got picked up. Oh, he's telling a story.
He was saying the 10K is from people, that people are illegal that are getting swooped up.
Yeah. Eventually, he said she's sucking up to Trump something crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's really ridiculous to watch. And that's a topic for another day. That's the whole. There's a hip hop domino in all of this too that we're witnessing at the same time, guys. And the play is clear as day. This whole thing with Roc Nation and Kendrick and Nicki Minaj complaining and all of this shit is all interconnected. But her teaming up with them is embarrassing. Kanye, did you see what he did? I know you did.
I saw him apologize. I ain't reading a goddamn word he said, but yeah.
And I'm not dealing with it. I'm sorry, guys. I know
he's been blocked from my brain for a long time.
I'm not dealing with it. I love Kanye like you guys do too. I love Kanye, but I'm not, and it may come off insensitive and stuff, but I think I get more irritated when you try to use a disorder to play me. You know what I'm saying? We're not done, bro. You're not disorder shit, the bipolar shit, you're not gonna get that off of me.
Dog. Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you at all.
Dog, I've been done with Kanye. I remember the last time. I can't remember. I remember I was done with Kanye before The last time I remember you messing with Kanye was when he was dropping Donda, because y'all was all tapped into his
live stream was crazy.
them live streams things, and I was ignoring all of those, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done with them. Y'all was like, no, they're classic. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
He was pump faking the release. That's what made
And I'm just like, I don't care. And I'm like, I don't care. And they're like, he's staying the night in the bleacher in the stadiums, and I'm like, dog, I don't care. Since then I've literally blocked him on Twitter. I don't see nothing. He's unfollowed him on Twitter, and he is deleted from my brain, bro. I can't take that. Like, it's not even like he's bipolar, bro. I don't even know if I really believe that. More so that I mean, I do believe it, because something's fucked up with him for real, but. He's literally just king attention. Like I really believe he's just king. Yeah, he's king attention, bro. And this whole he's king. He's the Nick Fuentes guy.
He's what?
He's the Nick Fuentes guy.
Yeah. He that was one of my points. Yeah, Kanye. I told y'all the first time we got
all them people are Kanye.
The Kanye's.
The
first time Candace Owens and all that got to our manosphere was Kanye
West.
And all them.
Kanye West.
That red MAGA hat shit. That was
Kanye West. All Kanye West. His movement is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
His impact is really fucking bizarre.
All them. That's all Kanye West.
That's all Kanye West. Fact.
That whole shit.
That's facts.
And then Nicki Minaj is trying to do that. So that's
ain't gonna work.
She's gonna get got so bad by Trump. She can't play those games. The only tricky thing, the only thing that Nicki got up her sleeve, y'all, is that bitch really is trending. She really be on that voot. She really evil. She really evil, man.
And I was right about Nicki Minaj. Thank you. Before everybody else was, thank you. And I got attacked on Twitter by the Barbs in 2017 or something, or 18.
Oh shit.
Because she was screaming at Joe Budden and them, and it irritated me.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Nikki, you got her teaming up with Erica Kirk is the worst. That's the worst story going on. Hunter's not gone. Misery on Kanye, not his biggest fan. All right, now to Jacob.
Young Money has fell off bad.
It's not good for them.
It's Young Money. Lil Wayne. I mean, Lil Wayne is still Lil Wayne.
One still bows out gracefully.
Lil Wayne is still like, no one has even though I ain't gonna lie, Lil Wayne's did some shit to where he's literally just kind of scaped out as far as like we just
passed it off.
That we just kind of it's Wayne, so we just say fuck it's Wayne. But like Drake, I mean Drake's still Drake, but like Drake just got his ass whooped by Kendrick, and he's still Drake, but like right, exactly. And now Nicki and like that, I mean what Gutta and like all of them are fucking
horrible.
Them ain't even not even a contest.
Birdman getting on scot-free again with NBA YoungBoy. I don't know how
Birdman got another one, but yeah.
Out of it.
Bro, why did I just get a message, bro? I just got a text message. Listen to this. From a random number. Hunter, enough is enough. With ICE threatening our neighborhoods in Springfield, exercising our constitutional right to document and record federal agents is more important than ever. Join the No Kings Alliance Eyes on ICE training call this Thursday on February 5th at 8 p.m. to get the tools right. No. Like, what are the odds?
Well, they're recruiting my best friend.
They're like trying to recruit me.
They about to put him in a cult, y'all. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, bruh? You really need to watch. Black Klansman, bro. I swear to God, bro.
The movie?
Yes, bro.
I know that's been on my list for a minute. Don't I got my our guy from Get Out?
Yeah.
Daniel. Yeah, I actually starred that one time, and it's a long movie, so I didn't.
No, not Daniel. Daniel's not in that.
Who's in that?
He's in the Judas and the Black Messiah. It's the other black.
Oh, okay.
He's played in like a Book of Clarence and like other black films like that. Black Klansman, bro. Anyways. Bro, it's literally about that. Like both of them, both a white dude, a Jewish white dude, and a black guy, they're detectives, but they get caught up in a cult. But both sides, KKK, and then like the Nation of Islam type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like black organization, black extremist organization, and white. But they're detectives and they're partners. And it's just a crazy ass movie, bro.
I got that movie on my list because I've heard of it.
Crazy ass movie, bro. Funny as fuck. He said, Stephen, you got to cut ties, bro. I can't believe they was trying to recruit you, bro. Holden's going to say, yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing.
Hey, wasn't they offering like 50 racks to join?
They're offering big bonuses. and $7,000 salary. Like I think
That's who it is, Zach. That's who it is. That's who it is. Denzel Washington's son who plays in Tenet.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's who it is.
That's what it is. But yeah, so but yeah, you're right. I mean,
$50,000 bonus for Ice.
right, don't do that on my street. I'm just telling y'all, few of y'all in Springfield, your ass is grass. That's all we gotta say. We want to
and like you said, man, it's gonna be someone like,
bro.
I'm not gonna name any names. I'm not gonna name any names, but it's gonna be someone's like dad that we know.
It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be it's gonna be someone whack, bro. It's gonna be someone's grandpa who didn't do nothing, never left the house.
Never heard of him.
And they're gonna be like, free my grandpa. He ain't not.
Totally gonna be somebody we never heard of until the incident.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna be.
Like, they never lived here. Like
Yep.
what? He said, bro, they had ads on IG. They was running, saying 50K today for an illegal Mexican, bro. Bounties that's like, this is some sick ass shit, man. Because when you start putting bounties on people's head and money on people's head, bro, he said it's gonna be more of a McCree.
Be McCree.
Eric, be careful, bro. Sit your ass at home. Don't try to be all involved. He'll make an example out of you, nigga. Make an example out of you today. Yeah, I mean, listen. To get off of this, man, we'll see. I mean, it's already Saturday. They're coming. You know, Tuesday's the day that ends.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday's the day that the TPS ends. So
they can come on Wednesday.
Yeah, if they were to come. And again, there's no final word if they're coming or not. People, I mean, we're assuming that they're coming.
Right.
There's reports that they're coming, but like DeWine's acting nonetheless. He's acting oblivious. But
I don't like DeWine.
We seen him do that with COVID, right?
I was just about to say I don't like his ass at all. I don't like his ass at all.
Blind as hell then. So
literally.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Everybody be careful. Carry IDs. I think protesting with your pockets is more important than a lot of other strategies people think. But also, challenge out to all the people, the big and bad people, not just myself who run my mouth, but all the people that are always in opposition, all the gang members, all of those people that like to tote guns and tote weapons and all that stuff like that. I'm not saying violence should arise. We don't want any violence to arise, right? I'm just saying what happens when the KKK is marching downtown in Springfield last year and no one is there to do or say anything. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And this is like when you take on that role as a gangster, bro, the mob, the Italian mob and stuff like that, well, guess what they did? They looked out for the Italians. You don't think they looked out for the people? Of course they did.
It ain't just Italians either. You think that you can pop in when, matter of fact, when in Houston, and this isn't just Houston, but other big cities have is in Houston. Me and Tyler went and stayed at this place, this hotel, which I didn't know at the time. But there was this whole, I'm talking about like blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks, bruh, of a Chinatown, like a real life Chinatown, bruh.
For sure.
If you think for a second, and mind you, when we went to this hotel, it was nothing but Chinese people. Nothing but China. Like, we was like outcasts. I didn't know when we booked this hotel because I got online. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and if you think for a second if ICE would be pulling up there that they wouldn't be, or if the KKK, would pull up on their streets and they wouldn't be like some cultures really just defend their streets. Like, it's just that area that they got, man. And yeah, I mean, I agree, man. If you're a gangbanger and you sign up for that, I mean, shit, you'll if you're a blood, you'll kill a Crip in a heartbeat. You can catch him in the street.
Right.
But a KKK member, you catch them in the street and it's just what?
Silence.
It's good. It's just not. I mean, I don't know. I think we don't got to go into that. That's a lot deeper. But yeah, that they should probably do something about that.
Yeah, for sure. He said Koreans, but still.
Were they Koreans? Okay, they might have been Koreans. I'm not,
But yeah,
is there a Korean town? I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
might have been Koreans. I can't remember.
Damn, I lost my train of thought. But I mean, yeah, everybody stay safe at the ultimately. Shane's not on here, but I got something to share. I know.
Have
you seen this, Hunter?
He said Vegas. No, I'm assuming this is Epstein because.
Oh yeah. See that shit was going on there, Hunter.
I don't like all this redacted stuff, bro.
This world is crazy. Hold on. This world is crazy. I like the.
I do not like all this redacted stuff. I'm sorry.
They talk about it.
Everything. I just don't. First off, those girls sounded awfully giggly. But I'm just saying, like, can we like? I mean, I guess in some sense I get it. Like they want to be protected and shit, but like, but fuck it at this point. Like, unless okay, like if they're naked, sure, I get it, right? He said, bro, what? If they're naked, okay, I 1000% understand. You don't want to, we don't need to see that. But like that one picture we seen earlier, or the one you sent me of them all fully clothed and I mean, what?
I mean, you understand why, right?
Yeah, I mean they want to be protected.
Yeah, like I mean, imagine you're on this list, right? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Imagine you're on this list, and you're not one of the brave survivors, the 13 survivors like Virginia Jeffrey and the people that want to speak out and write books. You're not one of them, but you're one of the victims, right? There's this whole fight at Capitol Hill to release all these files. You know you're in the file somewhere because you know you got raped by this motherfucker.
Right.
You would want to be protected, right? I certainly would. Nigga, if I was a girl and this nigga raped me, this guy raped me, or I'm involved somehow, please black my shit out because I'm not ready to face them directly yet. I'm not ready to be outed and faced with these people. That's a real fear. These people still fear for their life and shit.
I mean, I guess.
Now,
I guess it just be too much shit redacted, bro, to where, especially in them emails, everything be blacked out.
That's where anger arises, right?
And I'll just be like, what am I reading?
Them protecting victims, we all get that, right? We all understand that. Them playing with us during that first drop, because we just grazed over that, and that's what kicked me off the internet, by the way, y'all. That's where I had to take my little break. Because we just grazed past the fact that they literally was playing with us that week. That first release was crazy. First off, they shut the whole government down for 40 days to stop it. Clear as day. Then it got forced to come out, and they said no and like crossed their arms. And then we complained some more, and then they threw some out, and then they redacted literally everything. Y'all remember that first day they redacted? The running joke was everything was redacted.
Yeah.
So that's where I think a lot of the anger arises when they're blacking out emails and protecting high-ranking people that are not victims but co-conspirators in the conspiracy.
So I just want to know with these files, like, is this what we're gonna get? Like, and I'm not saying I want to see it, but like, or are we gonna get like any proof? Because as far as like prosecutors can find, right? Because or are we just going to get he say, she say witness shit? Because if we're just getting that, then like, what is this for? If there's no, whether picture evidence, video evidence, recording evidence, or any of that,
that's what makes this tricky, right?
Yeah, because I mean, if it's just his word against my word, then what's then, what I mean? Then what do we do? Then what's this for? If it's just a witness that no one's gonna, that no one's, that blind witness in custody that we'll never know is coming out and saying, George Bush did all this, but there's no proof, there's no other witness, there's no anything else. Then George Bush's attorney is gonna have a field day and say, yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Who's gonna have a field day?
George Bush's attorney.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm saying, in any of these files, are we ever going to get like a, here's the recording of fucking anything, or here's the voice recording, or here's a fucking picture of his cock in his mouth, or here's a fucking anything? Because
here's my, well, go ahead, finish.
I mean, that's just it, because I'm just, these emails and shit, like, yeah, they're crazy. I mean, that, especially the George Bush one. That one was fucking OD. These Donald Trump ones of, the what was it, him fucking multiple 13-year-old girls, or
oral sex, forced oral sex.
Yeah.
And he loves his rectums.
Yeah, I mean, them are OD as fuck. But like, if we're just playing he say she say shit, which I'm not saying, I'm not saying I believe him or I don't. I'm just saying, as far as like convictions and as far as like anything being done about any of these situations, because right now nothing can be done about it, right? Like nothing.
But I'm following you, but explain to me, are you asking this from a what are the next steps point of view, or it's a hopeless fight?
No, like, what are the next steps as far as, like, right now, if there's no video recording, pictures, if we just get these emails and Epstein running around with redacted people, or like, you know what I mean, these type videos, or that one, just these pictures we've been giving on the plane, or whatever we're getting, that like this Disney 365 shit, pictures that we're given.
Right.
What is the next steps as far as convicting these people, and as far as getting these guys locked up and doing anything about these guys?
Let me go there. It's a good question. Here, I got it now. Let me share my screen. So, and Zach's probably going to answer, but so here's the senator. Thomas Massie is the one to fight for. He went through all of Congress himself and against Trump to get it released himself. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what he says today. He's the one still fighting right now, at Capitol Hill to get the release of this list, or the more we gotten, because they released that first batch, and then it was a whole argument. He's been fighting this whole time in this period since November for them to release more, the rest of it, right? Which Zach says they said now that they released the rest of it. So it's through legislation. I mean, the question is, as Americans, do we believe in our system or not? Do we believe that we're in an actual democracy to where we've already told them this? We've already voted that this is what we wanted. That's why Trump got in, actually. This was it. So we've already voted that we wanted it. We've already, done everything in our power to tell them this is the one thing we wanted. Everybody got to remember, this is the thing that split up MAGA in the first place. This is the thing that got Charlie Kirk killed. The Epstein list is how MAGA split up in the first place.
For sure.
Charlie Kirk is sitting with Dave Smith and they're talking about Israel. It was the Epstein thing and the Epstein leaks of him being closely associated with Israel. And it divided all of MAGA. So my point in saying that is we can't let them get away with it. That's the next step. This is why we got to continue to shine focus and light on it to where they can't. We just joked earlier, me and you, we're just like, we're back here again. We're back here again through Maduro being kidnapped. Venezuela, a whole country's president got kidnapped, y'all, since I've been on stream. A whole country's president kidnapped. Okay? That's what's going on right now. The ICE situation, Trump suing the IRS, everything he's done. And here we are again, a few months later, right back where we started at the Epstein files. So that's how we can't let them off the hook. And now this can turn into some radical thought here. This is where people get a little bit, Holden said no. What is Zach saying? Marjorie Taylor Greene and Massey were the only ones leading the crusade. All the other Republicans were silent or looked the other way. Yeah. So my point is that we can't let them off the hook. We can't. What they're trying to do, we said this, they're trying to slow leak these files. They're going to normalize. I got a video on my Twitter I'm going to show. They got a video of Epstein salsa dancing with maybe his wife, Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? He's just salsa dancing. So if they slow leak these enough, it'll either annoy people like you to where you shut them off, or they can turn Epstein somehow into a victim or a sweetheart, and then they get off scot-free. The point is that we have to continue to focus on it and demand a release of the list. And we also have to support the victims. There's literal victims right now that we're just not hearing from. Like, I'm not talking about the victims in the new release that said George Bush raped me. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the original victims, you know, that keeps being stopped from going to Capitol Hill and testifying and telling their story. Every step of the way, they're being handicapped. Zach said, now we're talking about nuking Iran with weapons in World War III. Exactly. And I've told you guys on this stream a million times that this was all the same story. And you know, Hunter was on here last summer worried about Iran and the war and all that shit. Lane been worried about the war. And I've been telling people the whole time, well, the key to unlocking that war is the Epstein list. So we got to do our job of demand. I know it's not going to happen. You know me, I'm cynical. I don't believe it's going to happen. But if we really wanted to stop what's going on in Gaza, people don't understand it somehow connected to Epstein.
Well, shit. I don't think Trump's very happy right now with this list getting dropped.
I don't think so either.
And with him being mentioned with 2 13-year-olds. And first off, he already got mentioned. What was the first thing that got mentioned with him?
Or it was the dick sucking thing.
The dick sucking thing. Yeah. It was him. Yeah, exactly. Now it's this. Yeah,
Mr. President, so you're all over this list.
You're all over. Yeah, you're all over this list, and Trump might not be too happy with Israel right now.
But that's the thing. That's how we've seen this play out. Trump. And you've seen the news that Israel has been trying to get us to attack Iran again recently.
For sure, yeah.
Last month, that's straight back into the news. For that.
For sure.
Trump was going back and forth. Okay, maybe remember Iran was the citizens were protesting. I got to stop. The citizens are protesting against the government. I'm going to bomb them. Is what he was saying 2 weeks ago.
I just saw Trump put a warship over there or something over there.
Exactly. Trump recently said he wasn't. He backed up off of that. Bro, we know what this is. Me and you been saying Netanyahu got a gun in Trump's back they've been trying to get us to end and dead Iran this whole time. For literally decades at this point. Weapons of mass destruction. It's all been about Iran. Weapons of mass destruction. They got a nuke, enriched uranium.
So what do you think? Do you think that this Epstein list is Israel's final blow? Like, I know you've said that
the final trick up their sleeve.
Not their final, but I know you said that BB's gun. I know you just posted BB's gun is pedophilia and is blackmail, right?
Yeah.
So if he lets it out and this list comes out, do you think that there's any more?
Yeah.
Like, you think if Trump says "fuck you," let it out, bitch?
I think that.
Like, you think that. Like, what do you?
I've been saying there's going to be a falling away. I've told you guys this, and y'all don't be hearing me. I've told you and Lane, there's going to be a falling away from the U.S.
You think that Trump go? Yeah, you think Trump's going to stand alone with Israel?
That's going to happen, and Israel's going to get attacked. That's going to happen. Okay, and then the question becomes: does America get attacked because y'all see the play, man? We're backing out of NATO right now as we speak. Right now, as we speak, NATO, all the European nations and Trump are beefing. At the same time, we're on the fence about bombing Iran for Israel, right? So you're seeing America first. All the America first people join the stream. You're seeing America first, right? And if America does become America first and she isolates herself, then what? That's the question, okay? So Hunter asked, is this basically Israel's final trick? No, this is one of their final tricks. This trick won't work, but you know what they're going to do after that? They're censoring free speech. Soon they will be, y'all seen the video of them pull up to that lady in Florida at her house saying you may post about Israel on your Facebook, ma'am.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
In Florida?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that? It was big news. She checked them. She kept her composure. She kept her composure. But you have seen the attack on free speech, though. Right? In Europe and shit?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
we've seen
yeah.
Australia banned their
Yeah,
social
I've seen other people in other countries go to jail and shit for talking about
We've
Israel.
seen
Yeah.
rulers rise in Europe and say we got to stop. We have to combat anti-Semitism. The
Yeah.
whole debate right now is how to combat anti-Semitism. They bought TikTok. They're censoring TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie
Matter
Kirk.
of fact, I just saw a TikTok report come out and said, we will be monitoring your religious views. We will be
Yes.
monitoring your sexual views, all this shit from TikTok, what they'll be monitoring.
Yes, and Sonny's exactly right. If we drop out of NATO, it's everybody against us. And Hunter, yes, that's been my point. We see this play coming. That's how you get into a totalitarian situation, an apocalyptic one world government situation, y'all. It's going to be an attack on our democracy. It's going to be an attack on our Constitution. They're going to take away all these rights. The guns is going to be eventually withdrawn. That's when you get into a civil war, though. You know, they can.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We talked about the Charlie.
If they take away our guns, civil war. They're not taking away our guns.
That's civil war. That's when
that's
when shit get popping.
Yeah, shit will get popping if they try to take away our guns.
And that's what that amendment is there for. Just in case a government rises against the people, we got it in our law that we can protect ourselves. So we can get it cracking.
Yeah, gun that will be the final straw for America.
America. That's America.
Yeah, that's America. That's America.
So y'all go ahead and try that shit. But
yeah.
Shane said I'm back. You missed a lot, buddy. We're just talking about
you missed America.
Yeah, Miss America. But we're just talking about kind of the steps that were taken into civil war and civil discourse in the country. You got, and me and Hunter sat on this stream and told you guys what the poisons was during this election. Shane tries to hold us in this box and say we voted or we led people into the Donald Trump train, which, okay, so what? I ain't like Kamala. So what?
That sure did. I don't think anything would be better.
So what? But here we are. And Shane looks right, man. And a lot of people got Trump, what is it called? Not fatigue, but when voters remorse. A lot of Trump people that voted for him do have voters remorse because they're like, everybody saying, I didn't know he was going to do this. Oh, that ICE thing was really bad. That Alex Petty thing was a nut. There's a lot of that on people.
Yeah, being a Trumper, and that's why people are clowns. People are clowns. The people, this is what people forget, right? What was Biden and them doing before Trump got in office?
Crazy shit.
Right? So, like, I don't think that, like, all me and you was saying was, let's just try the other one. Let's just try the other thing.
Yeah,
it can't hurt.
Yeah, the train that we're heading on got no tracks.
We know what this is going to do. We know what Kamala's going to do. Either way, this is going to lead to the same place.
Oh, yeah.
We were just trying to say, let's see what the other one would do.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, my point though too was that we got on the stream. I remember the stream, and we told you guys that Trump we would have civil problems if Trump got in. We talked about the two candidates and what we would get, and we always say that when Trump's in office, it's like America's bubble.
Right. Yep.
The streets.
Yep.
Like, oh my God, lock my door.
Yep.
You know, but we knew he would be better equipped to take care of geopolitics.
Yep.
We knew the other side. If people didn't go in one direction, I think we might have seen bombs over Baghdad over here already.
Yep.
Because that administration was totally lost.
Yep. Bro, but Ukraine, Russia, everybody was doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And I thought that if there was anybody that would stand up to have an inkling to Israel, it would be Trump. We found out that BB bent Trump over. That's what we found out. That's what we found out.
That's really.
I didn't predict that Trump would stand over. I said if there was anybody that there would be, it would be Trump. We found out that Trump got bent over.
That's wrong, yeah.
So I mean, that's what that was. So I mean, it's not like I said Trump's going to do it. He's going to. No, I didn't say that. But what we did know was Joe Biden wasn't going to do a goddamn thing. Didn't stand a chance. So.
But yeah, it's not looking good. But yeah, I mean, that's how we stopped. That's how we unlocked this. I think this war, unfortunately, it's all tied in. Who's this? Shane said Trump about one more BB smartass remark from cutting ties with the motherfucker. And then what? You ever seen that cartoon? Pick of the guy smirking with all the swords and knives pointed at his face. Yeah, I mean, Trump is a madman. I do think there is some legs to say what if Trump goes rogue, or has he gone rogue?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so, bro?
Not yet. I'm not saying that he can't.
He might be senile. He really might have lost his fucking. Bro, I'm not lying, bro. He really is moving like a dictator.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that.
He definitely says shit that a dictator would say.
No, he does shit that is very but bulldozing the Smithsonian, building shit in the White House, left wing in the White. He does like just shit that like I never thought a president would do.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
go to the Smithsonian where we keep all of our historic records and rewrite shit. That's
Right.
That's
Yeah.
pretending.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that not what Hitler did? Like fuck. Yeah, it's a mess. What do you think about? Give me some comedy on the Venezuela situation.
That's a fucked up situation. I've kind of empathized with them a little bit because I got real life family.
I meant to ask you, have you talked to them?
Yeah, they they had family. So Judd's wife, who's from Venezuela and shit, they moved their parents. Her parents have been living with Judd and them full time since 2015 or 16. So they moved over there and they pay for everything, blah blah blah, and completely left everything.
Right.
Left their cars, left their house paid off. I mean, I told you about the whole housing situation, how Joe was gonna buy it and cut and all that. So left her childhood home, left all that shit, right? Well, now with all that shit, now they got her brother over there and her two brothers over there.
In Venezuela still?
No, they moved them over there.
Oh.
So but she still has so much family over Venezuela, and it's just fucked up, man. It's just a fucked up situation. Now, I don't know many of them, but I've been to Venezuela, and I was 9 months old or 10 months old, but seen a million videos of me, and every story I hear is just how everybody loved me, and I've seen all the videos of everybody dance with me, and I'm walking around
in Venezuela.
Yeah, and it's just and the thing is, I have a deep love in my heart for my Aunt Diamata, man. That's my only aunt I've ever known. Same thing for my Uncle Isma. That's the thing about my Aunt Jessie. She married a straight Venezuelan man. And my cousin, so both my cousins, all four of my cousins are straight Venezuelan, like pure Venezuelan. And so that's always been a, fucked up situation over there. And I didn't really understand it until I was really a couple years ago, for real. But yeah. To go over there and take their president like that is just bizarre. I mean, to really just go over it, what?
We in a Simpsons episode, bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. Like, and then like for it to be normal. Why is it normal just 2 weeks later?
Not talked about it all.
Not even talked about no more.
No, that's done.
He stole their president.
Yep.
And then stealing their oil.
Still, that oil is ours.
Like first, that was the grand conspiracy that
we just want their oil. Yeah.
Now we've seen it come to fruition, and now you're openly saying that we are controlling their oil. Thank you, and because we didn't like what they were doing with it, which there is some merit to that. The people of Venezuela is in a fucked up condition and situation, and their government has been involved in corruption. But that's always the play that we take with another government. When if you let us tell it, that's our story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's our story. Our government is the one that's $39 trillion in debt, and we're in a fucked up situation.
Right.
Where's the money?
Right.
Where's the fucking money?
Real shit.
Somebody show us the money.
Yeah.
So, man, I hate that. I hate that on the and this is the shit that I hate for, the not only the American first people, but just, the people that not believe in, but just, I understand that democracy has brought us great things. And in fact, a democracy has allowed us to be able to sit on this fucking stream and say what we're saying. So I understand that. And I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah.
However, there is a however. We just act like we don't be having no hand in any of these other forms or types of like socialism, communism, a dictatorship. We be acting like we don't have no hand in the destabilization of that country that is participating in that method of governing their people. You know what I'm saying? Like we had a hand in what's going on in Venezuela. We had a hand in what's going on in Haiti. So for us to like act holier than thou, like we can judge or we could be
right, like we didn't do nothing, right?
Yeah, if we should take their oil because they're not doing what they need to do to their people,
right?
Like y'all stealing our fucking money,
right?
And having pedophiles, like what is going on? You know what I'm saying? It's
It's like,
just,
well, give us our goddamn oil.
give us our oil.
Yep.
Zach said, if Trump goes rogue, BB might take him out. That's the other element in this. That it's like
That's true.
That's still the element in this that I'm thinking people might be missing. Like, what's going on with the Trump assassination? Hello.
That's true. That's very true. Like, we act like that we didn't see multiple attempts, which was crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I could really see him isolating us. And then the next 3 presidents are going to be trying to get back into the good graces of Israel. It's about to get nasty bad. He said, was dude really in a Nike tech?
Who?
Maduro, bro. That picture.
That picture, bro.
I don't know. I can't stand this shit no more, bro. I can't stand the way the news is good, man. They're good. They're good at throwing us the slops. But yeah, man, I agree. I don't agree with the exact prediction, Shane, and I know you're being probably tongue in cheek, but I mean, because I kind of lean on the side that I don't know if this isn't our last president, guys.
Like, with AI and everything coming, Joe's done said a lot of time that I wouldn't be shocked if we had an AI president.
I mean, we got another 3 years of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
And that's a lot of time for advancement in this AI situation.
Or even maybe like a half AI, half cyborg type.
Yeah. Like, all I'm meaning, I don't mean like we won't have something that says it's the president, or that I'm not saying that figuration of a thing will disappear. I'm just saying, as we know it, like a human president, or like constructed how we know it. I don't know.
Yeah, I might be inclined to agree with that.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
That's really scary. So
it's just gonna be a different world, and that's what's scary. Is there's gonna be come a time to where we're gonna look back at this world and we're gonna say, damn, how different. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be necessarily so bad. I don't know if it's gonna be end of the world. But I know it's going to be very.
I think we do got to go to hell. I think we are in hell, but I think we got to go to deeper parts of hell before we get to that hereafter.
Maybe, maybe. I'm just saying, I think that it's just going to be a lot different to where it's going to be like a noticeable difference where we say like, damn, like to where my kids are like, you don't even know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or my son, like, you don't even know. Like, times were crazy. So, like, son, you don't even know what I grew up in.
Right. You're saying that that's sooner rather than later, or you're saying it's not. That's not that soon.
No, I'm saying I think my son will see a different world.
Than
what we already see it. I mean, right? Like from when we was kids, to when my son will be a kid, just from technology and shit. It's literally a different world.
That shit that you just shared of the commercials and all that shit. That's a whole different world.
That's a whole different world.
Whole different world.
And just imagine in another 10 years.
For sure.
It's a different world.
I'm trying to find it now. I'm gonna find it. Somebody on
I think I put it on my story.
Yeah, you put it on your story. I'm trying to find this tweet that somebody had on Kobe's passing anniversary, and it was just all the difference just in that 6. Because not for not, we've always said this that we almost feel like there's a BK and AK, like
right?
For Kobe, and that was like, people forget that jumped off 2020, and 2020 was the crazy. I mean, I think we leaped. Oh shit! I think we leaped bounds during that time. Here it is. I got it. Can y'all see me still?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll fix it here in a second. Here it is. It says Kobe died 6 years ago today. I always liked him. That was the last grass of the world as we knew it pre-pandemic. So that's one. Just that alone.
Yeah.
Pre-crypto.
Yeah.
Pre-Zoomer brain rot.
Yeah.
Pre-drone warfare. Pre-AI takeoff.
Yeah.
6 years. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? Make sure you spend the next 6 well. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
That was not that long ago. And it feels
there wasn't
like
AI talk or nothing like that.
Yeah, that feels like a lifetime ago. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, in some ways it really does.
So I mean, again, we got at least 3 years of this shit. And like I told people, we can't be, I ain't gonna lie, I was never I was never like a January 6th guy, but for not, we can't just act like if he is to leave office, he'll leave so willingly.
That's true.
That's not certainty. I mean, I think January. I mean that's a crazy event. That's a crazy event.
Hold on, I'm gonna join. I gotta get my son real quick.
All right. Okay, here we got Shane. The history tablet books will definitely read pre-COVID and post-COVID for sure, for 1000%, bro. There's so much that has changed since COVID. People's trust in this whole notion that everybody is not anti-government, but as far as the media goes and the information and the news that we get from the government, that did not start until COVID and until after COVID and the COVID scandal got exposed as a damn hoax and the vaccines and all that stuff. I was around, I was alive when syndicated mainstream television news dominated the conversation and the American minds was still stuck on the truth that they was getting from the televisions via Fox News or Newscast 365 or anything like that. Before I got he's back. But I was just saying, Shane said there's definitely going to be a pre-COVID and post-COVID. And I was just talking about people's distrust in the government, like people's distrust in the government. That really didn't start until after COVID.
Yeah.
And by the way, y'all can also, I know people be shooting at Joe Rogan, and I'll just say this here. I'll just make it clear. Y'all can highly thank Joe Rogan for that anyway. So that's where he's standing.
Yeah, if you don't want to thank Joe Rogan, you can thank me and Stephen. So
right. Right. Real shit. People that was literally or who's my guy that did the real leaks, the WikiLeaks.
Who?
The WikiLeaks. Not Julian Assange. Who's my other guy? God, you know who I'm talking about. Zach's gonna know who I'm talking about. The guy that leaked that they were spying on us.
Oh, bro, I do know who you're talking about, bro.
All that shit, bro.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck," on Twitter. Yeah,
me guy, y'all, bro. I'm blanking. This is my guy. I know who I'm talking about. Fuck. But yeah, we could thank him and a lot as well. I mean, we could thank Steve Jobs too.
Right.
We could definitely thank Steve Jobs, but I mean, a lot of people have played their part along the way. Let's see here. All right, let's get into.
Edward Snowden was for all of them, for sure. He was one of them. I mean, he was just a whistleblower. There's,
Snowden.
Yeah.
Snowden for sure. That's who it is. My guy Snowden.
But yeah, the history tablets and books will read pre-COVID, post-COVID. That will be a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do I got? I mean, I got some sick ass shit on my timeline, but I mean, we talked about Epstein. I really didn't get into it in detail. I mean, you got any closing things you want to say? You want to say anything about? I mean, we got the war going on, getting ready to go on. Let me see. Let me share this. We got the Epstein thing. We got the ICE thing. We got
must attack Iran.
How much water did this take?
Iran threatens America. Wait, we destroyed Iran's nuclear sites. How is Iran still a threat to America? Ayatollah, dictator, oppressing civilians. Okay, but why is that America's problem? Why do we care what's happening inside Iran? Radical Islam spreading.
I'm going to get in trouble. Do you want to? You got anything to say about any of those things before I switch gears to my topic that y'all want to talk about?
I guess not really. You would think there'd be more, and all that shit.
Algorithm is nuts. It is.
Good.
Sonny's putting y'all on the spot.
How? I fucked with. I mean, I liked all the Cole shit.
Oh,
Cole was blitzing.
I didn't want to have the discussion with me. Like I was going to come up here and just say some foul shit. Did Cole foul?
No, I knew you weren't going to do Cole foul, but there's since the beginning, it's always underlying Cole hate with you. So that's always that.
Well, rightfully so.
Maybe to you, but
Stop.
there's always comparing to you.
Stop.
There's not comparing to me. So when
No,
you compare,
there's always comparing when I know that he said I'm there. I'm out. He said I'm out. There's always comparing there when I sense that there's comparing there, and I'm the one to say, "Hey guys, these niggas is secretly competing." And people say you're crazy or you're looking too hard into it. And I'm like, no, I'm listening to the fucking music, and I know that they're competing. And people are making it seem like I'm crazy. And long and behold, they're competing. And J. Cole drops a diss record and shits on To Pimp a Butterfly and calls it boring and says shit that I know that you're thinking or that you heard. Did that not happen?
Yeah.
So, like, for people to play this moral high ground, like J. Cole's like morally the mature one and stuff like that, but he does little shit like that of playing the fence where you can get socked for playing the fence. When it's time to pick a side, I don't like the guy, the boy in the striped pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he picked a side.
Eventually, yeah. The whole fucking beginning of the movie, straddling the fence.
Yeah, but that's because he thought it was. That's because he thought it was going to be a Disney 365. And he realized it wasn't. That's all that was. He thought it was going to be playful, and he realized it was real, and that's why. Do you disagree?
I don't disagree with that. However, I will say if that is the truth, and we're taking that to be the truth, then because me and you had a bigger theory that I think is really still in play. That
about what?
Something's up with the whole fall off in the whole scenario. Remember we had that when it was original, bro. Before Kendrick and them did it, when we was in the cabins, we talked about this. Like it just seems like the apology. We're like, it seems like he's leaning into the concept of the fall off. Like, and we talked about what if this is all one big play?
Yeah, I kind of remember that theory now.
Like, what if this is all one big play and him and Kendrick's really still cool and they don't fuck with Drake, or him and Drake? Like, what if this is all something?
I've always believed that.
Because
it's never faltered to me. Even the day that came out when Shane was mad as fuck, my opinion, you know that. My opinion has never faltered from the day of.
Yeah.
Because I knew what happened. I knew what happened behind the scenes.
Okay.
So
you think
and then Schoolboy Q came out and confirmed it months later before I needed it confirmed.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's just how I know. I just knew what that was. I knew what type of person Kendrick is. I knew what type of person J. Cole is. I know what type of person Drake is. So, I mean, I get people who wanted it for the sport and cool and everything, but we just saw what happened. We just saw what y'all think is the craziest thing, which it is crazy. We just saw at the Super Bowl him get called a pedophile. That's pretty fucking brutal, right?
Yep.
That got kind of fucking brutal. I think that Kendrick probably told J. Cole, watch out, dog. I don't like this fucking Jew or whatever. I don't like this fucking guy. And I know you thought this was that, but it's not. So watch the fuck out. And J. Cole came out there like, my bad, which was an L. You know, I did say that. He shouldn't have did that. We all agree with that. Of the optics alone.
But I want you, because you're right on the fucking money. You're right. I can't disagree with anything you're saying. Where I still get involved, because you know me, I didn't like the apology. I didn't like none of that.
I agree.
Only because I didn't like it for the same reason why people was fake not liking it for these moral. I didn't like it because I know J. Cole, I'm sorry, to be the middle child of these two, to play the fence. He been throwing shots at Kendrick, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think so as far as MC. But you throwing shots as far as what?
As that too, and that's cool. I'm saying if that's
I still believe that. I still think J. Cole says that. I still think J. Cole, when he even says it specifically, I still think J. Cole believes he's the best rapper. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not mad at that at all.
I think, and it bothers me when people say that, like, oh, well, he's talking all this shit when he backed out the battle and he was scared. And I'm like, right, but.
So what call do you think? You think Kendrick told Cole to stand down? Like, I don't want to battle both of y'all?
No, I don't think it was that at all. I think that J. Cole and Kendrick have a mutual respect, if not a friendship. Now, I don't think they're best friends, but I think they have a friendship.
I'm just talking about that time period. So what do we think are we alluding that the call was for Cole? There was a period between like that, J. Cole dropping might delete later in the 7-minute disc drill, deleting it, and euphoric push-ups and euphoric. There's a big gap. That was a month. Kendrick dropped like that, and a month went by.
Yeah.
When we got the Cole delete and all that shit, then Drake came out with push-ups and they got it on. So are y'all alluding to the fact that Kendrick might have, and maybe I agree, Kendrick might have said, hey, I want to go at Drake alone. I can't deal with both of y'all at the same time. If y'all
No, first off, I don't think Kendrick was ever, I don't think the call was ever, I can't go at both of y'all at the same time.
So I'm saying,
I think that it was Kendrick told J. Cole, hey, I know I know Drake, you're fake cool with Drake, but I really don't like this guy.
right,
And I'm trying to bury him.
right.
So if you stand next to him, I'll bury you too. And it like we're cool, but I'm telling you right now, I don't fuck with him, dog. And I'm taking it there. This isn't just rap. It basically J. Cole, I know you think it's just rap. It's not.
Right.
And J. Cole came out the next day and was like, yo, unlike that and everything, what was the thing he was saying? Well, because J. Cole's talking greasy, I'm the best rapper, blah, 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 blah. Kendrick's coming out and saying, right, Big Three, it's just Big Me, right, boom. J. Cole comes out, whatever, with his thing. It's boring, blah, blah, blah. You're ha, ha, ha. It's still rap, right? It's still projects. It's still all this. And then what was it, the next day or 2 days later? The next day?
2 days later.
2 days later. I mean, we got verification from Schoolboy that Kendrick called him. But I'm just saying that I personally believe, and we'll get this out in an interview in 10 years later. But this will come out. But I personally believe now that Kendrick came. I don't think it was ever a thing to where like, hey, I don't want to go at you both, right? I don't think it's that at all. I think it was a thing like, hey, I'm trying to bury this guy. Okay, I don't like this guy. I know you think it's rap, but it's not.
Okay, let's speed this up then. Do you think Cole and Kendrick need to get it on then?
No. On a verse. Rapping, yeah.
I don't mean mudslinging.
Yeah, they can rap.
Okay, that's where I'm at. I don't. Okay, all right.
I would love for them. I would still love for them to. Now this is a pipe dream, but I would still love for them to get on songs together. I would still love on them to do that.
I mean, should they exchange records against each other? In a popularity contest, should they have the?
I mean, I wouldn't be necessarily opposed to it, but no, I don't think they need that. No.
Okay, see, that's where we disagree because, from my vantage point, you're right about the whole thing, and I think you're right about that whole angle. That's exactly how I feel about it. But my problem still stems after that. It's the Port Antonio, it's the bot. It's the bot and it's the passive aggressive shit that J. Cole has done throughout his whole career. I told you from the jump in 2014, y'all, I didn't like that shit. I told y'all back then he was tracing after Kendrick Lamar. That's not, hey, that I was right. But don't say slick shots then. Don't say slick little shit. And then, it's shit like that where I'm like, okay, are they really friends? Because J. Cole's talking shit to either Drake or Kendrick on the 4 songs I know you heard, and then
about what? I heard about Drake.
I mean, some people are attaching the Lucian thing to Kendrick. Some people.
I think that's Drake.
I think it's Drake. I'm 100% sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 100% sure he's talking about Drake. But there's little shots and still songs where he's talking about botting and all that shit like that. He knows people are attaching that to Kendrick's, thing. So.
I mean, everything I've seen or when I was listening, I only really referred to. I didn't put anything to Kendrick.
Okay, there's still.
It was a Drake. I saw some ASAP Rocky shit.
Joey Badass. He shot at Joey Badass.
That's not ASAP Rocky. Joey Badass. That's what it was. So I mean, I didn't see no Kendrick shit, which even tells me to.
I will say this: J. Cole got to get it on. I'm not with the shadow boxing no more with him.
So what do you think would happen to do that? You think J. Cole needs to drop a diss record towards Kendrick? And Kendrick needs to come back outside?
I'll answer that. I think if Kendrick were to pop fly on the next verse, J. Cole should respond directly.
So what if Kendrick doesn't?
Oh, then I don't think Cole's in any angle. Cole
That's
could,
what I'm saying. Like
he could diss him on the fall off. That's still an option, and he's leaning more towards like that.
I don't think so.
Sonny said, I don't know. I think the Lucian shit was Kendrick because all of a sudden turned on Drake.
There's plenty of reasons to turn on Drake. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of reasons to turn on Drake. First off, look, guys, I think that I want to compare that. I'll tell you later of who I want to compare these people to that we know in real life. Okay, and I don't want to put on the stream, but we know J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar have some type of integrity about them, right? And I think that these guys, they respect themselves. Yep. I think J. Cole and Drake's relationship is more manufactured.
Entertainment based.
And I think that we've seen multiple pictures outside of J. Cole and Kendrick kicking it, right? Yep. We have seen these guys. We've heard this project, Kendrick and Lamar and J. Cole
being tied at the hip the whole time.
Right. And like I said, I'm not delusional, bro. I think these guys are best friends, right? But like they're friends. I believe that. They've came up together. They've did this industry. They have remained their integrity through the entire same, right? They move the same. We can tell by the way they move with their families and their wives and everything, okay? So I just think that even with the phone call and shit, even with the phone call of Kendrick letting him know, he tells me everything I need to know.
And get out the way of the bomb.
Kendrick could have just bombed on Cole.
Right.
Kendrick could have easily bombed on Cole. Easily. And said, matter of fact, dog, you've been jockeying my shit the entire time.
Right.
If he wanted to. Instead, he said, watch out. Because out of respect, I don't want to fuck you up. Or I don't want to take it there with you.
Right.
Because I fuck with you.
Right.
So I don't think we lead nowhere. I don't think Kendrick's gonna drop a diss song to J. Cole. I bet they've talked since then, probably plenty of times. I don't think J. Cole is gonna come out in the fall off and diss Kendrick. I think that's done. What I personally believe. I do agree now. Let me say this. You said a tweet the other day I agreed with. You said if Joey Badass or if some of these other people come out talking to J. Cole, you gotta do something. I cannot defend that. Okay? Or if Kendrick comes out and does have a song and starts talking to J. Cole, you got to say something.
One-on-one, yeah.
You will have to do that. There would be there's no nothing I could defend, right? And nothing would make sense to me. Right. If Joey Bass comes out and makes a song with J. Cole and J. Cole doesn't say nothing, I'm gonna be like, what? I mean, dog, what are you doing? Right? It wouldn't make sense.
Right.
This only makes sense of this situation because we grew up with these artists. We've seen how these guys moved. Yeah, your favorite artist, my favorite artist. You know what I mean? We have seen these guys for 15 fucking years. We've grew, you know what I mean? So it just made sense. Like I said, I remember the day after when everybody was still mad as fuck. Shane, he was mad as fuck at J. Cole for 2 weeks, mad. And I was literally irritated at Shane, like, what you don't understand this? I get it. I literally understand right now. I get how people work. You're looking at the optics of the situation, but I'm understanding how these relationships work.
Right.
And I was right. And I just don't think that I don't think J. Cole disses Kendrick on the fall off.
Okay, so
I'll be shocked.
Okay, so where me and you agree, we may not agree to our conclusion, but we do agree on. I think we agree on this. Are you saying that Cole does have parameters on these verses and on the album that he can't say? There are things you don't want to hear him say.
Like what?
Like dissing somebody or something. You're basically saying you don't want to. He can
do whatever he wants. He can do what he wants. What I'm saying is, if he does that, if he takes that route, he better be right there.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he comes out and says Joey Badass, or he says Kendrick Lamar, or he says Drake, I don't want to. There's no I got a family. I'm going back inside.
Right. Okay. What about the freestyle? What about what we just heard? If Joey responds to what we just heard,
you need to respond.
Okay, I agree with that.
Same thing with Drake.
That's where we agree.
If Drake came out with a song about J. Cole, you need to respond.
And I don't think he will. That's the thing.
I think he would.
I think he might make an example. We said that they talked about this on Joe Budden podcast that J. Cole needed to make an example because people forget Freddie Gibbs made a diss record to J. Cole last year.
I remember. No, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when Joe Budden was like, okay, J. Cole need to make an example.
But that was too low bush.
It was too low bush. But my point is that you can't keep shot.
He would have got killed though.
The only reason why I'm saying is because he's presenting himself now as a shadow box.
But hear me out. In that regard, if he would have came outside, because in that era, in that time, J. Cole wasn't outside. So if when Freddie Gibbs dropped,
but I didn't excuse J. Cole not being outside. So that you're not going to
I understand that, but I'm saying when Freddie Gibbs dropped his diss record, when Freddie Gibbs dropped his diss record, J. Cole wasn't outside to where like it would have been crazy if J. Cole would have all of a sudden just came outside and responded to a diss record. Now J. Cole is literally outside, dropped 4 freestyles, dropping an album. He's outside. He's in rapping. He's in the studio. So if he gets dissed back right now, you gotta come back. Yeah.
Shane said, I wasn't wrong. I still don't like what the nigga did. Top 3 most pussy shit in hip hop history. And Cole was wrong. And I can say all that and still say Cole made the best decision for him. And I'm happy. And that's where I love Shane. I mean, that's exactly right. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I disagree.
I don't think Cole was right. And I think we all come to the same conclusion, but I still don't agree with the move. I told you guys, I will never agree with the move because there was shit in between that he did that I don't think excuses him. And I think that a lot of J. Cole fans or a lot of people that fall on your side of the coin, you guys are giving him a lot of awful convenient excuses, bro. In fact, a lot of
excuses?
A lot of people can make the case that he's the reason all this blood sport and blood on me and all that shit. You're the reason for this. Let's talk about the group chat. Let's talk about the rumor of the group chat of you putting them two in together. Let's talk about you going on tour with Drake and standing next to him knowing Kendrick don't fuck with him. Let's talk about you saying what you said on First Person Shooter. Is
there a world where J. Cole don't really know that?
But you know me and you know you, I don't excuse that. I don't excuse that. Because you better know and you should know. We do not excuse that. If I stood next to your op and I knew that you did not fuck
that's my point. Is there a world where J. Cole doesn't know that Kendrick don't fuck with Drake like that?
Severity. I don't know that
like he might know that Kendrick don't love Drake.
But I'm saying I don't know that I believe that, and I don't know you believe that. There is a world.
Maybe I don't believe it.
I don't know you believe that.
I believe that J. Cole really is one of those guys to
a middle fence guy.
No,
that's what you would have to be. If y'all have not seen the writing on the wall, a blind fucking bat, Stevie Wonder could have told you 10 years ago or maybe 5 years ago, Kendrick and Drake sure don't seem like they fuck with each other in real life. I don't know where people been, if there has been.
Do you think that J. Cole, let me ask you this. Do you think when J. Cole goes away from he takes breaks and shit, do you think he keeps up with shit?
Yep. I think he keeps up with this specific thing.
Okay.
I think he obsesses about this specific thing, and everything he does tells me that.
Okay. Well, there you go. Then you wouldn't believe it.
You know how I feel about Cole. I love him. He's a great fucking rapper, by the way, should I say.
I don't believe that, right? I think that when J. Cole goes away.
Okay, then why does he? You remember in 2018 when he came back with that freestyle talking about them throwing bronze at me? You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember it was me and you driving in the car telling people J. Cole was about to go on a feature run when he did Pablo Bo. We talked about he was comparing himself to Kendrick the whole time and he was about to blitz. We seen it coming when it happened.
Yes, but that don't mean that. I mean he could have got that off of one article or 2 articles. That's been the narrative.
But you don't.
That don't mean you're really paying attention day in, day out.
I don't think you believe that though.
I'm not saying I do. I do believe. I don't think J. Cole is for real locked into this industry shit. Really don't believe that. I don't believe the guy who rides his.
Let me broaden my scope. You know what I really genuinely think?
You think Lil Wayne does?
No. That's a different example. That's a way different example. You know what I think? I think that in those pictures we see Kendrick and Cole. Kendrick told Cole his plan. You know that I believe that this been Kendrick's plan for 12 fucking years. That he's been saying he was wanting to do this.
With Drake?
The whole thing. We knew where he was going. How did it mean you know where he was going?
I don't know that. You think Kendrick told J. Cole for 12 years ago, I'm about to end Drake? I don't believe that, bro.
What do you see going on in hip-hop? What do you see the big picture going on in hip-hop?
I don't believe this is my thing. I don't believe Kendrick and J. Cole are that close to where Kendrick would do that.
Would say that to him?
I don't think they're that close to where he would divulge his plan like that.
Okay, I would urge people, and again, y'all could call me loony, but I usually end up being right based off of these lyrics and songs and shit. There's a song out there, Heart Part 2 with Kendrick Lamar. And he talks, and people know it's fake. He famously tells the story about how J. Cole was late to the XXL, and that's how Kendrick got on. That's how they met. J. Cole was late to XXL to shoot. Kendrick came and wanted to take his place. He tells a story about in that he was telling Cole kind of his plan for hip hop and how he seen that there was a big divide in hip hop and leeches on the culture and people that really wasn't. Kendrick been alluding to Drake, him not liking Drake for that reason. We know this.
There's been alluding to Kendrick not liking Drake forever. Yeah, of course.
I'm talking about for what reason do you think that you remember? You was around, so tell me what was the reason? What was the narrative? Why didn't you like Drake? What was the word?
Listen.
I
only
answer the question. What was the word? He was a culture what?
Right, a culture vulture.
You don't think J. Cole ever heard that? You don't think that he knew that Kendrick felt that way? You don't think that J. Cole knew that Kendrick?
No. Yes. I believe that J. Cole probably knew that Kendrick didn't like Drake. Right. I don't think that I think that he didn't understand that Kendrick hated Drake. There's a difference, right?
Yeah, big difference.
There's a difference. There's a difference between. I think J. Cole is naive enough to understand when that group chat thing, because this is the thing. If J. Cole wasn't naive enough, there wouldn't have been a group chat. If he knew what type person Kendrick really is and didn't know they hated him.
That's the point I got to wrestle with. That's a good point. Because
if Kendrick really, but do you think J. Cole's a retard?
No, I think I've been clear on what I think. I think he's exactly what Shane said.
He's a good person.
He's a good person. I think good people are a lot of times those straddle. I accuse you of this sometimes.
The
straddling of the fence. That straddling.
They are.
Where you can see good in both sides. You can all that okay, but when Christ comes back, then what?
I understand that. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though, because I'm not.
Don't forget your response. Let me read his thing real quick. J. Cole's a really good, nice human being to his core, to a fault. To the point he don't care about real world optics and how people look at shit. And this is that valid lifestyle, but not an excuse. And Sonny said, they said that there were rumors of Drake diss for about 10 years in the tuck by Kendrick. I can think of.
Here's the thing though, because I am like that in regard. But guess what? If I know you don't fuck with someone like that, I don't fuck with them.
Oh, you are that way.
And the same thing, there's a scenario like this to where Shane like that. Yeah. There was a person to where Shane didn't fuck with, but I didn't know the level of. I knew Shane didn't like this guy. I didn't know the level of it, right? And I still kicked it with him because I didn't know the level. I just knew they didn't really like him. Once I found out that the level of that he didn't really fuck with him, I ain't kicked it with this bro since before Houston. Matter of fact, Shane was there the last time I ran to this guy. But the more the story is, if I know, so I'm just saying that I think that if J. Cole knew for sure Kendrick hated Drake, he wouldn't even do the group chat. I think that Kendrick probably thought that Kendrick don't like Drake, but I'm going to be the guy to piece it up between these guys.
I think you're right on that second half. I think you're giving him that grace that I talked about when we started this topic, because I'll play my ultimate trump card. I don't think you don't know this and end up in a fight with Diddy. Like, people are missing a lot of convenient things.
What do you mean?
How do you end up in a fight with Diddy?
Who, J. Cole?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do you end up in a fight with Diddy? He got into an argument with him.
Huh?
He got into an argument with him.
About what?
I mean, they say it's about Kendrick.
And what? What did Kendrick do?
Kendrick didn't do shit.
What was the verse? What was it about? It was about control. It was
control.
The control verse.
Oh, right.
Diddy tried to take Kendrick over the New York line.
Right.
J. Cole wasn't going.
Right.
So this thing, we was alive then, but I was following it.
Real quick though, Todd, have you been seeing Punch did you see Punch's tweet trying to reverb it a little bit?
He's right.
But just trying to say Kendrick wasn't going to get touched regardless. And both, it's like, shut your big ass up, boy.
Now that Diddy's in prison.
No, real shit. Like, real shit, Punch. Shut up.
It wasn't none of that. It was all buddy with Diddy. But
no, God.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying you're leaving out a lot of conveniences because, there's a whole fight with Diddy over this. So, and there's a whole that we just brushed that off as a small story. That's not a big story. There's a big story underneath.
That's a big story.
Between J. Cole, Diddy in front of Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar. That's a big story. Not only that, it wasn't published nowhere. They made everybody delete it. So it was clearly a big enough event for, I think, conversations was had after that event. You know what I'm saying? With J. Cole and Ebe and his team about how the origin you don't go from fighting for somebody. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen unless you know, or you don't shortly find out after the fight that this might be a little bit serious. Am I wrong?
No, this is the thing, and I think this is what it really comes down to. And I get both sides. I think it's what it comes down to with the whole thing, what you agree on, and this is what you and Shane lean towards more with the situation. Is what I lean towards more in the situation. This is where we differ. Y'all lean towards the sport of rap, and that's why y'all disagree on the fact of like, yeah, I get everything you're saying. They're friends, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, they're in rapping. It's a sport. Compete. Boom.
And you would tear my head off on the basketball court too. So, but
I would. But I also differ because rapping and beef. I don't know any friendly beef.
Yeah, I don't mean they should be. I shouldn't have said that if I said that. But go ahead.
I don't. But at the time, we were saying that, and I'm just saying at the time, it was like looking like beef.
Right.
Is what it was looking like. And I was like, I don't know any friendly beefs. I've never came across a rap friendly beef ever.
He'd be having some friendly beefs.
Only because he be up so much. He ups the score so crazy that it turns friendly. So I'm just saying,
50's a menace.
I value the friendship in the regard of I'm saying I could see J. Cole's space. And I think that in that exact situation, I think I probably would have did what J. Cole did. And that's why.
And we'll switch after this. Would you get on 4 records after that, or 5, 6 records at this point after that, and pop shit?
Yeah.
And that's a good. I mean,
and still think I'm the best rapper. I still think J. Cole believes. I still think J. Cole believes that he got on the song right now. With Kendrick out rapping.
Yeah, I think where me and Shane, or at least where I disagree, I think that there's more to holding that title, and he wasn't willing to put his.
I just wish. Here's what I really wish. This is what I really wish bad. And we'll never get this. I wish Drake wasn't involved. Because that's what muddies the waters, right? That's what it would be so different because if it was just Kendrick made a song about J. Cole or something, and then J. Cole did something like that, I'd be like, J. Cole, you're soft. Fuck that. But it's because I know Kendrick wanted Drake. And that's what we ultimately seen.
Yeah.
We saw shit get muddy, bad, fast, quick.
Yeah.
Like it's not like shit got PG. We saw Kendrick call him a pedophile and have a whole year and a half of him promoting this shit, annoying the fuck out of us.
Yeah, yeah.
And then going on tour, doing it again. Yeah. So we seen Kendrick do like, dog. I can't wait for the interviews to come out. I can't wait for the doc to come out. The 10-part doc of the J. Cole.
Keeps it above, or if Kendrick keeps it above, Drake will be the one to be lying, but at least come off like he's trying to keep it above. Kendrick will be too Aries fairy shit. J. Cole would be too middle of the fence, and then Drake would be lying.
Yeah, I don't really want to hear from none of them. Actually, I want to hear from their camps.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear from everybody who's around this.
Where we need investigative journalists. I don't want to hear. I want to hear from the journalists.
Yeah, I want to hear from everybody who's around them.
And that's good. Like the people in the industry, they be knowing.
They know who. I want to hear from Schoolboy Q. I want to hear Schoolboy Q and what Kendrick say to J. Cole.
Yeah.
I want to hear how J. Cole reacted and what he said. I want to hear what Drake said to J. Cole when he left the tour.
Right.
When he left that tour.
Right.
When Drake was mad at J. Cole.
Yeah, people forget. People forget, man. So I mean, the only person I want to see Cole. We ain't never getting the truth from Doc and Cole. We still ain't even heard Cole talk about.
No, I don't think we'll get it from them.
They too solid, and we'll take that to the grave.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. He probably sent that before he said that. Okay, well, let's move over this. But the only thing I'll say is I'm not mad if Cole throws shots at Drake on this. I don't want him throwing shots at Kendrick. I really don't want him throwing shots at any of them too, actually. But if he were to throw a shot at Drake, it would be warranted because people just conveniently forget Drake was sneak dissing Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Dissing Cole for a long time on Twitter, and rightfully so. Because if you're Drake, and me and you've talked about this, if you're the one that got your ass beat up and you feel like you got jumped, which he feels,
yeah,
and you see that this nigga the closest to me was popping all this shit that got us involved in all this shit, and now he gone, I would be pissed too.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Well, Drake thought that he was going to be able to jump Kendrick with J. Cole. And J. Cole's like, no, I'm out of this. This is between y'all. This is between y'all. Whoa. I didn't know y'all had a long beef like that.
That's exactly what happened, bro. Like, literally, that's exactly what happened. Cole, Drake was trying to manipulate Cole. Did Cole foul, taking him on tour, giving him his first #1, all this shit. And Cole bowed out at the end and said, "Absolutely not. He's a middle. He's really the middleman." And I guess in that way, he skates off free. So, but to end this, what do you think about the actual songs? That's really where I need to end.
All the freestyle. Why are you saying 6? Did he drop 2 more?
I'm talking about the ones he dropped last year, Port Antonio and Clouds.
Oh, I didn't like Port Antonio.
Again, he was rapping his ass off though in Port Antonio, but people was mad at the content. He go, I walked away with their blood on me and all that shit. People was mad about that. He was rapping his fucking ass off hard.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't.
Clouds was crazy. Clouds was crazy.
Yeah, I think I like Clouds.
Clouds was crazy. That's when he blacked. Clouds was crazy.
But I like these 4 freestyles a lot. He went over classic beats. I like when he went over them beats. We've already talked about 99 Build. J. Cole was rapping, and he's just in his bag, man. I think that the fall off is going to be
Here we go.
good, great. I think
it's
classic or bust for J. Cole at this point.
I think it's just like this Christopher Nolan movie. You built that.
Yeah, it's classic or bust for Cole.
Yeah, I think it's put up or shut up time, and the thing with it is it can't be the off season.
No,
I won't accept that. I'm sorry, y'all. I love Cole, but I won't be accepting that.
It can't be the off season. I agree.
I was saying that when he did the freestyle last year. Remember that little, because he that's another thing that I didn't like. He started the rollout last year, and then it got shelved. But remember, he did that freestyle where he was saying, "Imagine Hove dropping Reasonable Doubt last."
Yeah,
remember that line?
Yeah.
So I told Shane then, this is where Stephen holds you up to that standard. I personally believe Kendrick gave us a classic. So, and I also got a feeling Drake, for better or not, his next project is going to kind of automatically be a classic. Yeah, maybe, right? You see what I'm saying? The way that
his like solo.
Yeah,
his like solo work.
It just has to be a classic, right? Because it's going to be quintessential when it drops. Everybody's waiting on this. Everybody wants to know what Iceman is. Everybody wants to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, it gives you that cheat code. That's why GNX was I said it was an instant classic, because just the moment.
Yeah.
Then if you put the music on top of it, it does what it does. So these 3 are all in a position where they should be able to give us instant classics, I think.
J. Cole just has to get a couple radio songs.
And do you want that? Because I wouldn't be mad if he did.
The thing is, his last few radio songs I haven't loved, but we're not gonna act like J. Cole can't give us classic radio songs.
No, he can.
He can, but like his the off season, I didn't like his radio songs, and on his even on
KLD was horrible. Right.
KLD was horrible, and even on
Revenge of the Dreamers.
On what?
Revenge of the Dreamers, or might
no? What was the For You Guys Only? That his radio songs on that was Neighbors.
Yeah, Neighbors.
And what was the other one where they had the Bryson Tiller beat? He ain't had classic radio. He ain't had classic radio songs since his Born Center, but he had a lot, and then he had a lot since and his first album, whatever. I have a brain for.
I mean, people would say Middle Child, but I didn't necessarily.
Oh no, I didn't love Middle Child.
Yeah, I didn't love it either. I liked it when it was out, but I didn't love it. So
no.
I'm saying he could do it one or two ways. He could go to.
He needs to have one or two. He needs to have because his numbers are going to matter. So
you said they are.
Yeah, I mean, you say all the time, they're not matter to me.
No,
but they're going to matter to. He's going to have to go number 1, which that's going to be easy, right? I mean, that's going to be easy.
They're going to compare him to Iceman and GNX.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's going to be, and it can't be that much of a fall off.
It can't be that much of a fall. I don't think he'll sell as much.
No, he won't. But it can't be. Then how much did GNX sell?
GNX only did 390 something, but
so it can't be 100.
It can't be 100. It can't be ASAP Rocky. He can't get outsold by ASAP Rocky.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That won't determine it for us as far as the body of work, but it's going to determine the narrative.
Just the classicness, yeah.
It's going to determine the narrative shaped around the album.
Yeah, exactly.
Impact, how it's received. So there's that. I think the quality is going to be there. He's rapping.
He's going to be rapping, man.
I don't think he's the best rapper alive, which I know a lot of people do. And hey, if you say that, I won't. You have an argument. I'll say that. But I will say he's rapping the best I've ever heard him. Like,
I mean, J. Cole's rapping.
J. Cole's in shape.
He's in shape.
He's in big rap shape.
He's been in shape for a minute too.
And again, I just think it comes down to what Shane said earlier. I think ultimately he's a nice guy. And I think sometimes in order to be able to deliver that classic or deliver that quintessential album or show up in a moment takes you being willing to be Tom Brady. Takes you willing to be the Chiefs.
We'll see, man. He said that them doubting him, he likes it when
he shoots it better when he's doubted, basically.
That's what he said. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It comes out Friday, right?
Comes out Friday.
Yeah, man. I ain't been anticipating the album for a while, but I'm anticipating this.
Yep, comes out next week. So, I mean, who do you think, before I let you off here, who do you think will be on there? Give me some.
Fuck it. Put Kendrick on there.
That's what a lot of people are thinking. But I don't know.
Fuck it. Talk about blowing the world. Like, what?
That would be crazy. I mean, that would be crazy. And don't announce. I mean, let it drop like that.
That'd be crazy as fuck.
That'd be crazy.
That would literally be crazy as fuck.
That'd be crazy. And we've been anticipating and waiting for their record for a long time anyway. Do we know Jid's on it?
Jid will be on it.
Okay, are we happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
That's cool.
That's cool. Jid will be on it for sure.
It's Clips on it. Because I want to know what side of the fence J. Cole is standing on. There's a divide.
Well, we're getting a double album, right?
We're getting a double album.
So what, 20 songs?
It's also a bold thing in a higher degree of difficulty.
That's bold.
That's bold because a lot of people talk about it,
It's hard.
We got All Eyes on Me and Life After Death. People don't include Mr. Murat. People don't even mention Mr. Murat. That's a double disc. And I'm just saying the level of degree you got to take it for it to be considered a double disc classic is hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
What we see do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Who'd you just ask me? Is Push and them on it?
Clips on there.
Maybe because they're relevant. Maybe because they've been outside and I hope he don't do this no feature shit.
He absolutely can. I don't even think that's not a thing no more. So I don't even. He only kept doubling down when that was a thing, and it was driving us crazy.
300K is a lot now, Shane.
Yeah, he said he'll do 300K. He's always in that range.
But the numbers changed a lot since.
Big time now, and they're not counting YouTube no more, so that's even worse. That's a horrible time to drop it. They just did that when Young Boy is about to drop. So that
if Kendrick did only 390 with fucking Luther being pushed like that, and with fucking TV off being pushed like that,
the hottest year we've ever seen. Period.
Yeah. So I mean that if he does 250, that'd be good.
He said Cole said this turned into a double disc post. Yeah, I did see this everything that happened. So he made like a different side after the beef. He said,
okay.
Side A will be a real album, and side B is going to be post-battle shit. There will be features for 100.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that too, but I think it raises the degree of difficulty on the classic title.
Yeah, it does. I agree with that. You know what I don't want? This is what I don't want. I don't want Guap Dad 4000. I don't want Dreamville shit, bro. I don't want Kaz. I don't want that, bro. I don't want that, bro. It's time to bring the big dogs out.
I agree. I agree with that. It's time to have a Snoop Dogg bridge. It's time to have a Pharrell beat. It's time to have a Jay-Z verse. It's time to have your Nas verse. Bring them out, nigga. It's time. This is the last one. It's the fall off.
This is the one.
With him. He could give us a Kanye West type album where he's the executive. He's bringing all the best rappers in, and they're going back at it. He could bring West Side Gun in. He could bring in Benny the Butcher. You could cultivate a classic out of this. And you
do all of that.
Do all of it. Bring them all out. And you know you got the money. There will be a bass track for sure. We don't want that. We don't want to hear it's time for Ari Lennox to take a seat. It's big dog time. Like Hunter said, it's big dog time.
Yeah, go get SZA. If you want Ari Lennox, go get the upgrade version.
He went out and got Kendrick, went out and got SZA. You need to have your we don't want Sexy Red. Don't try to do that with like Tyler the Creator, try to make this side of hip hop like her. We're not doing it. So
go get Tyler.
Go get Tyler. For sure, go get Tyler. Go get the Young Boy. What about the Young Boys beef that they had?
I fuck with a Young Boy Cole song.
But I'm saying, man, like it's time for that. And we're not saying all of those because we know that that's unlikely. That's unlikely, all of it. But like 60% of what we said.
Yeah, 50, 40, fuck it.
Yeah, We need to see him.
Yeah.
On so
Yeah.
that's my take. I know you got to get off here.
So what's your prediction?
For the
vote?
I told you I think it's gonna be a classic. I'm afraid that.
So you think Cole delivers?
Mhm.
I mean, if he's a classic, that's delivering.
I got some reservations.
No, I'm sick of your reservations.
No,
You always got reservations.
Because I told you at the top, I think that all three of them got a short change to an instant classic. All three of them. And I said that's disregard the body of work. That, like, I think just the moment itself.
So how do you think the music is?
That's where I want to get to. I'm nervous about that.
So you don't think the actual art's gonna be good?
I think that the art would be good. I think he struggles. He struggles with sequencing, and I think he struggles with concept building. I think he struggles with the whole album thing. I think he has the skill. I think he has the numbers. I think he don't have the Team Kendrick guy. I think he struggles with the videos. I think the rollout is a little bit more sloppy than you guys do. You know what I'm saying? I see missteps during the rollout. So those things that make a movie. Doug Stratton is on here. He said Kobe is in top 10. I'll get to you, Doug. I think the other things that go in it. Do you think we're getting a Luther video? Do you think we're getting a Not Like That video? Do you think we're getting a classic performance? You see what I'm saying? You know that's part of it for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why? If this is his last album, why wouldn't he?
Because I don't believe that. That's where I've always believed the distinction between the two is. I don't think Cole can do that.
We've seen Cole give classic performances.
Yes.
We've seen Cole give classic videos.
Yes.
Are you saying consistently?
I'm saying consistently, and I'm saying also during when it's time, when the spotlight is on for him to do it. Bruh, I don't care what nobody say. KOD was a missed moment.
I agree.
And Spotlight.
We all agree with that.
Spotlight was, and I don't want to just limit it.
Everything about KOD with Little Pump, with everything about KOD was horrible.
That's
we agree. The songs, the everything.
That's what I'm saying. He said Cole's rollout been beautiful. I mean, I think it has been good, but I think there's been missteps. So my only point in saying all that is I think Cole delivers on the rapping. I definitely think he delivers on the rapping, but I think he's going to struggle in the whole cultivation of it being the off season, bro. Like GNX had a whole sound around it, a whole coast around it, the Super Bowl around it, the feel around it. No matter how much y'all hate it now, y'all won't be able to forget the GNX little era. You know what I'm saying? He said, we do not talk about KLD next. So I just think Cole struggles with that part of it. And I think that's where I kind of think that's where he's going to fall short. And I think the reason that is because he has to be willing to be evil. Kendrick said on Whacked Out Murals when he said going up your rank, understand everybody ain't going to like you. That was to Cole. That was telling Cole to shit or get off. Understand that when you take the number one spot or when you're going up somebody's rank, you got to be willing to be the Jay-Z. You got to be willing to rape a bitch. I'm just saying.
Which one, in 1996 or 2002?
I'm just saying, bro, to be LeBron James, to be people, you know how we feel about Michael Jordan. We say, yeah, we don't know if he's the best guy, but he's the GOAT.
Right.
We know he got some dirt. We know Michael Jordan got some dirt. For sure he did. I'm just saying Cole hasn't demonstrated the ability for that. And you could say that that's great integrity and you respect him more for that. And I would say sure. But I'm saying when we're talking about Game of Thrones, it's about who's the baddest motherfucker.
I agree. Kendrick's more Kobe.
Yes.
Cole's more Steph Curry.
Yep.
But Steph Curry's still a guy, dog.
And that's fine.
Still a bad guy.
You know my beef comes, like you said, your beef comes when it comes to LeBron. It's when people start saying he's that guy versus the guy that's
which is why a long time ago my comparative days is done.
I don't know about that. You've done better.
No, what do you mean? I do not compare like that no more. I think it's more so is I don't have no new favorites.
You're not happy with Joe Burrow. And that was strictly due to comparisons.
What do you mean? Joe Burrow's never my guy.
Exactly. My point ain't. Oh, okay. If that's what you were saying, I apologize. I thought you were saying you just don't compare people because it sucks the joy out of. I was going to say you stopped liking Joe Burrow. You used to like Joe Burrow.
I still do like Joe.
You still like Joe. You had to pump everybody's brakes when they started saying he was better than Patrick Mahomes. That's when you got involved.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. That's be my take. I may be a little bit more extreme, but my take is when you say that LeBron's better than Kobe, and I'm like, no, I see that. I don't care about that. I was the first guy saying, I don't know about all those numbers. I see them being manipulated, but I can sniff that this is the guy.
Right.
I feel that way about Kendrick. Like, that's the guy. That's the guy that I'd be like, who the fuck is that? Or he's willing to do X, Y, and Z. That'd be my point. So when Cole's parading around saying, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I'm like, well, I don't necessarily think so. That's when I get involved. That's the only time. If he wants to pop his shit to Drake, I'm more than married.
I mean, like I said, I get it. That's you grew up on those, and I mean with J. Cole and I mean with Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, it's more so that like
You're talking.
I don't have no new favorites no more.
Right.
No new guys that I ride with. You know what I mean? Now I'm just kind of, I have people I fuck with, don't get me wrong, but like nobody how I used to. When you grow up and when you're a kid or a teenager, you get attached to people and that them are your guys.
Right.
And then you grow up with those guys and the new guys and you ride for them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kennedy's done with Nicki Minaj.
Kennedy's done with Nicki Minaj. Exactly, type shit. So I'm just saying I don't really compare as far as that goes no more. But I mean I definitely get it. It does get annoying when other people compare and then you got to defend it.
Yeah, that's all. All right. Well, Shane wanted to ask me. This is my last thing. Yeah, I think Cole does close to 300,000, especially with it being a double album. I do think it's harder, like Hunter said, with the YouTube changes and all that. But I think the sales ain't going to be necessarily the issue. He's not going to have a box office flop like Bone Temple.
Yeah, and real quick, I roll it too hard, and the reason why is because of the hate.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I let him get that off, Shane. I don't know why I let him get that off. You did ride it too hard, and
I wrote
ride it too hard.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, like I said, and I wrote it too hard, and that was because that was a unfathomable. I mean, y'all have admitted we haven't seen a player get hated on like that.
Right, a hate train like that.
A hate train like that, an undeserving hate train like that. So it was like I was just coming to it
and say, "Whoa, y'all ain't about to just bull."
Yeah, that's all that was. That was just like me, like, come on, guys, whoa, what the fuck? That's all that was. To where I end up eventually like, go get this in my
front of the hate train.
But I did fuck with Tua super hard. There's no doubt about it.
He stood in front of a hate train.
That was crazy times. That's crazy. That's not my quarterback no more.
Huh?
I mean, he's technically still a Dolphins, but I'm saying I don't think.
I was about to say, what did I miss? I know I was sick.
No, I think that I don't think that he'll be there next year.
Okay. The start of next year, like next year?
I don't think so. I think
maybe.
I think we'll probably try to get rid of him. We got a new GM and new head coach, so we'll see.
I didn't even think of none of that. Yikes.
Yeah, we'll see what they want to do with them. They haven't really said that. Our GM and head coach say every time they talk about our young talent, everything, Tua never gets mentioned. It's just really telling about certain shit. So, yeah, it's just
last thing, where you want him to go?
I keep seeing shit about him going to the Rams, and it's just going to be.
They got
He'll go to the Rams and blitz, bro. If I told you this last time on your stream,
who they got?
They got Stafford, but he's done. Like, he's 41 years old, or like he's it's Tua to go there succeed Stafford. Tua go to the Rams and fucking blitz with McVay and that court with that O line and defense and receivers.
Okay.
If he played like shit this year because of an injury.
Hold on, let me. You're saying.
Remember, I said that I said Tua has played like he played bad this year, but I said that I don't know. A lot of people said that he had an injury this year, an undisclosed injury, and I don't know all these workings, but the reporters said that. So, and a lot of people just thought he lost his zip on his throw, like he just kind of like lost it. You know what I mean, as a quarterback. So if he's what really truly was injured and he's still Tua that I know, and he comes back, he's still Tua of every year before this year, he'll go to the Rams and be a fucking MVP quarterback and go crazy. And I'll be salty.
Slow down. MVP quarterback.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? He was just second in the MVP 2 years ago.
That part of his narrative and story, that's done. You can wipe that out.
It won't be. Now it's that Rams offense. Not with the defense. Not with Sean McVay. No, it won't be. And I'll be annoyed, and then I'll have Dorian in there talking about Tua, bro, and everybody. It'll be very annoying to me, bro.
That
It'll
would
be
be
very annoying. But I don't. Tua might have lost it. So Tua might have lost that zip on his throw, that hip, and he might have mentally lost it. You know what I mean? He might have.
that
He might
happens.
have PTSD lost it.
When you get bullied, off the internet, or your narrative overcomes you.
Well, I don't think he don't get on social media. That's not it. But I'm more talking so if of his PTSD as far as his brain and his hits and his you don't play the same when you're nonstop looking over your shoulder and you just don't feel free. You know what I mean? It's so if he plays like that, if he plays like he did this year and he goes to the Rams, I'm not worried. But if he goes back to 0-2 and he goes to the Rams, it could get scary. So I don't know where I'll go. I don't know where we'll end up, but I am excited about the Dolphins' future. So know that.
All right, well, y'all heard it from the man himself.
Yep.
You follow him at the Homie Review, and also the other TikTok page that is just booming right now, Books with Bros. Go follow them there too for your readings and book suggestions as well. All right, any closing remarks?
You say hi.
Oh, that's the guy that we've been waiting on.
You say hi.
This is your third appearance, buddy. You want to say hi to your uncle? Yeah. Hey, Bubby. What's up? What's up, Bubby? You're on stream. You're on candid camera.
Tyler gonna go to dinner and say, just leave and go to dinner? Really?
Oh, yeah. Were you late?
No, I'm not late, but he just woke up and she said, "Oh, I'm about to leave," and just left.
Okay, so now you got him.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Well, I'm about to hop on because I got something crazy to tell y'all personal. It's crazy. So
All right.
I'll see y'all in a little bit.
All right.
All right, well, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Do y'all got any other topics before I get off here that y'all want to, anything to get off y'all's chest? Tyler's on here. She said yes, really. Oh, she's seen Junior. Yeah, Juju. He's the best. That's the best hunter. That's the best hunter podcaster out there right there. Mr. Juju himself. I should say I think I understated kind of what Cole did on those records. I do like the 99 Build freestyle, and I like the Victoria freestyle. I'm a little bit so-so on the Who Shot You freestyle. A little bit so-so on the Who Shot You freestyle. And the Golden Goose freestyle was cool. Anything else anybody want to talk about before I close with a real good set?
In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about...
Hold on, I just got Shane's comments. Yeah, Shane, I did see that. When they fucking paused it right when J. Cole was about to hit that fucking pocket, literally steam was coming out of my fucking head. I literally was about to pull my hair out when they fucking paused it and start talking over the part where J. Cole started blacking. When he talked about being Jeffrey Dahmer, dragging him across the fucking carpet and being Marshall Faulk with an all-star offense. Listen, man, they paused it at the wrong time. I think Joe did a good job. Joe's in a good mood. I think Ice kind of pissed in the water, no pun intended. But I mean, Ice was just comparing it to old freestyles over those beats, which I did too. I told you all week long after J. Cole dropped that. I went back, y'all, and I was listening to Biggie, and I'm just like, man, oh man, I can't tell y'all enough how good of a rapper that motherfucker was to be 24 years old. I mean, that big nigga was a problem. He said I was screaming through my TV. Yeah, Ice was driving me crazy. It was Ish. It's always Ish. Ish was driving me up a fucking wall with his hands in his hoodie, just acting too cool for school to every line. And then it was having Mona there. Like Mona shouldn't be on this one. We wanted Ice to be there or somebody, not Jawan. I can't stand Jawan, but we needed somebody else there. We didn't need Mona there during that day. But yeah, I mean those. It's that last week was a good rollout, I think, for Cole. Last week is the last couple of weeks, the announcement of the album, announcement of it being a double album, the cover release, I think 2 weeks ago when he did the whole like rewind shit where he rapped backwards and shit like that. From that point to now, when he pressed the start button or the go button on this new recent rollout, I think it's been a really good rollout. He said it's that New York bias shit, and then they played Joe's verse. Like, boy, they sure did. Like, what? Yeah, them New Yorkers be crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. I think Cole would do, like I said, he's going to do good, and I think all three of them are just short circuited to an instant classic. But I do want to close with this. We're going on to 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I'm pretty cooked here, and I got to make a call. So finish this monologue.
A man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this. Okay. Spoiler alert. Season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up! I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and off. Okay?
And this is your host, Lord of Lips, here with another installment. I didn't mention. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mention. It's been a while since I streamed, and I told you guys, J. Cole got a line on 99 Build Freestyle where he said he thought he lost passion. And thank God that or he was pissed that the Knicks should have hired Mark Jackson. But that's how I felt over the last month, man. I also got the flu. Some personal things have happened in my life, and I just felt like everything in my life was telling me to just be quiet. Everything was just telling me to just be quiet, let shit transpire, because I told you guys on this stream before, there's severe power of the tongue, and especially when it comes to me, and I'm dead serious with this, man. I can drive narratives. I could say certain shit, and it manifests itself in the zeitgeist shortly after. So I just felt like I needed to be quiet and sit back and let things transpire and watch and read and just ultimately be quiet. That's just how I felt. So I didn't get that jolt of inspiration until literally I woke up this morning. I watched Versus yesterday with Hit Boy and Mike Will made it. And although it was sloppy in production, it was sloppy in crowd participation and shit like that. I ended up watching the interview through Apple Music after that with Ebro, and Big Sean came on kind of sporadically. And Big Sean I ain't gonna lie, Big Sean kind of gave me a little bit of creative inspiration that I had needed to be able to even get on the stream today. So shout out to Big Sean for that little interview. And he was just, because it was just really refreshing to see a MC. Man, we just miss craftsmen. We miss people that really care about the space, whether I made fun of them or not, whether I thought some of the shit they did was ass or not. It was really refreshing to hear from somebody that really cared about rapping and really cared about the art of rapping. And you got that in that interview. So shout out to Big Sean. Shout out to Ebro for that interview as well. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream today. I appreciate everybody for dropping comments and likes and shares. I know that my video is already blocked on YouTube and shit for a lot of the videos I've shared and music I played on the stream already. But I do appreciate everybody. I will be back again. And I mean, there's a lot for us to discuss. Because I took a lot of time off. And I'll end with this. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Peace, love, and all the above.
7 Jay-Z, you know
Say
what
when.
it is.
Say when. Inspired by Bosky, I'm a chariots of fire. Everybody took shots, hit my body up, I'm tired. Build me up, break me down, to build me up again. They like Hov, you need your back, so we kill your ass again. Hov got flow, though he's no big in Pac, but he's close. I'm posted when they got me fighting ghosts. Man. Yo! Same shit they night you, they gon' good night you with. That's only half if they like you. They ain't even the half what they might do. Don't believe me, ask Michael. See Martin, see Malcolm. You see Biggie, see Pac, see success in his outcome. See Jesus, see Judas. See Caesar, see Brutus. See success is like suicide. Suicide is a suicide. If you succeed, prepare to be crucified. Media medals, niggas sue you, you settle. Every step you take, they remind you ghetto. So it's tough being Bobby Brown. To be Bobby then, you gotta be Bobby now. Now the question is to have had and lost better than not having a... Man. Turn that up.
Yo!
Turn up for me.
Hot 97, you heard? You know what it is, Funk Flex Jay-Z.
Yeah. Everybody wanna be the king. The shots ring. You laying in the balcony with holes in your dream. Or you Malcolm X'd out, get distracted by screams. Everybody get channeled my jeans. Everybody look at you strange, say you change, like you work that hard to stay the same, game stayed the same, the name changes, so it's best for those to not overdose on being famous. Most kings get driven so insane that they try to hit the same vein that Kurt Cobain did. No dangerous, so shameless, invited to the inner sanctum of your chambers, low chambers, the enemies approach, so raise your drawbridge and drown them in the moat, in the spirit I'm evoking, hold on. Everybody screaming they want the old ho, but the new improved ho hit like Albert Pujols. Everybody wanna hear me talk that money like